Hey, welcome back
What up,
to
everybody?
Monday night therapy session. Ooh la la. We're in the right mood for today. Tips
Yeah,
Monday.
are we playing music?
We are. In fact, I'm playing background music just to get us in the mood right now because an hour before this, Tips, maybe later on we want to speak about this little issue that we have on our hands right now in a
Yeah,
more lengthy fashion. It was
definitely.
complete carnage on Facebook just now, Tips.
I tell you, I
Complete
don't know
mayhem.
what the hell happened, man.
Yeah, everybody was trying to come in. It was like a Royal Rumble season. Everybody entered the frame every 30
Exactly.
seconds, I would say.
And
I,
then
I
one
keep
person was eliminated after 4 seconds.
yeah, I keep getting notification ping after ping after ping. And then the easy way out is just when that guy asks, you got European trophy? If not, out.
Nope,
Out.
out. How do you go?
Out. Yeah.
4 seconds was all it took.
That's
I
why.
think Santino Morella's record was broken today.
Ooh, not a
That
good day for
person
him,
was
huh?
thrown out after 4 seconds.
Tough.
Damn. That's why he
Tough
needs
tips.
surgery. And that's why
He
he cannot
needs
make it.
surgery. Wood. I saw a couple of terms of being thrown around loosely, and then but okay. But let's speak about this proper right now. What do you make of the debacle? I mean, this is just according to many United and also Newcastle fans right now, right? That StarHub or even Singtel for that matter, I don't think it's so much on StarHub, but I think it's more on
More
Singtel right
Singtel.
now. Why are they not broadcasting the gargantuan final between Newcastle United and Manchester United? What do you make of this, man, Tips? Why aren't background always change? Tips,
You
can you
see,
hear
I
me?
think this is not. This is actually nothing. Let
Mhm.
me Yeah, I can.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Is that all okay? Can you hear me? Let's go. Let's go. Can you
Uh
hear me?
yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
that's a nice background.
Yeah,
So
I can put up with this.
very simple, right? If it
Hmm.
wasn't Newcastle or Manchester United, if, if it wasn't Newcastle or Manchester,
Yeah.
Torquay United versus Scunthorpe City, will there
Okay.
be such a huge uproar?
Yep.
Or let's say it's Brighton and Brentford. Let's not go so far. Brighton and
Hmm.
Brentford in the finals. Will there be
Hmm.
such a huge uproar? I don't think so. No, right?
Mm.
The League Cup wasn't televised on Singtel from the start. They don't have the rights.
Okay.
So, so be
Ah.
it. Find alternative ways to watch the game, man.
So you're
That's
saying
fine.
right now the only reason why we are hearing so much noise coming from the other side of the fence is because there is that certain
It's
club who
United and
got involved.
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Exactly.
Okay.
If if
Ah.
if those certain clubs are not in the final, okay, let's
Uh-huh.
not even go so far, lah, bro. Okay, let's not even
Uh-huh.
go so far. Let's
Uh-huh.
see if it's Arsenal and Villa in the final, right? I
Ooh,
mean, we
we
have
did
met
that
in the
before.
finals before.
We did
We
that
did that
before.
before,
Four
right?
zero. Just to
Right?
kindly
4-0,
remind you.
man. I
Four
can't.
zero.
I will never forget that, man. I'll never forget that, right? And then the season we got
Alexis
relegated as well. But yeah,
Sanchez.
but let's see if it was Arsenal and Villa in the
Uh-huh.
finals.
Yeah.
Will there be such a huge uproar? Nah.
Nah, I mean according to them, Arsenal, small club, crumbling.
Villa, small club as well.
Are there any Villa fans in Singapore? That's what they usually ask us.
Exactly. Oh, next topic, please.
Oh, next topic, please. All right. Speaking
Yes.
of which, but tips for those of them who are actually watching us right now. I think the guy, the main perpetrator right now, he's actually in the comment section. He he was the one who started this domino effect. He was the one who brought the
Yep.
carnage. Okay. Can you give him a piece of advice, a word of advice, if you really need to watch this, if you're so desperate to watch your team lift the Mickey Mouse Cup, what can he do, Tips? Okay.
I think he
Give him
should
a piece of
either use. Well, what I can do is I can send him a link, right?
uh-huh.
To
Uh-huh.
watch these games,
Uh-huh.
and I will not openly discuss it in this forum, but I'll send you a
Okay.
link to watch this game, right?
Good.
So you don't even have
Good.
to pay $11 a month to watch it.
Oh, that's
High
a big change.
HD quality, stream it to your TV, enjoy the game,
I,
right?
I, I'm,
We
pre-
all
I'm
know
pretty,
United's going to win because
yeah.
a certain Pope is out, you know,
Oh, we'll speak about
and that
that.
is why,
We'll speak
and
about
that's why
that.
a certain Habibi is out as well.
Yes, and
Well,
tips. People
okay,
might be asking. People might be asking, why is it only Anwari and also tips right now in the program, guys? You gotta hold on, man. We are going to get more people on board. When I say more, it might be only one. It could
yep.
probably be two, or maybe more than that. Depends. Okay,
No,
but
but
they,
I think it's good to
mm,
roll if two of us. Like we had the best game over the weekend, right?
oh yes, oh
Best
yes.
game, hands
Should we
down.
start with that? Should we start with that
I think we
first?
should start with that,
Okay.
bro. Get it out of the
All right.
way before
Okay. Let
before
it get
next
out.
topic
Okay.
comes in.
Correct. And then we go on with the more exciting stuff. All right. But tips,
Exactly.
let's give a bit of salutations to all our regular customers for tonight. Lee Alexander. What does that mean, Tip? I see an elephant, an arrow going up, and a
See,
tree.
tree. Elephant still on top of the
Oh, the tree.
tree.
Vamos! That is so much needed. Okay. All right. You
Of
kill
course.
on point, my man. Good evening, everybody. All feeling good or not? All feeling good, Tips?
I'm feeling fantabulous, bro.
Fantabulous.
Fantabulous.
Fantabulous. All right, that's a good hybrid, man. Fantabulous. And then also another one. Just last one, Ridwan. I'm gonna give you one more time. That's it. You're on a yellow card right now. Where Arsenal Champions League and Europa League, I didn't see any trophy. Where are you now? I can't see you. It's so lonely at the top. I can't see you anywhere right now. You gotta speak louder. Hi, sirs. I love Chelsea FC. This guy, yeah, anybody supporting Chelsea right now still?
The only Chelsea fan I know, he's deep down in the cave somewhere, man.
Ooh.
You just find some rescue.
Rescue. You know the Netflix
Yeah.
series, The Thai Cave? They have to
Yeah,
make
we need
another
something like
version
that.
for Chelsea fans alone.
Justice for thee. Justice for thee.
And also tips joining us for tonight from YouTube, of course, Jay Shan. Jay, thank you so much, my man. You'll see later on tips his work, his artwork. Fantabulous. Taking this off you. All right, all the graphics for tonight, except for the background at the back, is all done by our boy Jay Shan. He is in a happy mood because his team won again. Second
Of
win
course.
in a row.
Bro.
And then Papa Wu. Since the Sean Dyche bounce, Papa Bear has been
Stone Cold Steve
Stone,
Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, he has been in attendance for almost every night.
Exactly.
So I gotta say a big thank you to Sean Dyche, man, for restoring faith and also belief back into Papa Bear SG. Okay, tips as promised. The first one, my man, we go on to the most exciting game of the weekend, and I think true to its nature,
Hands
two
down.
teams who can't defend at this current moment, who are crumbly in nature, and then
Yep.
it's also the first kickoff. So let's go on with this one. Let's go. Jorginho to the rescue. I don't know whether you all can see this. There you go. Thank you so much, Jay. The elephant is back. Top of the tree. Jorginho to the rescue. I'm gonna go first. I'm
Jorginho,
gonna go
man.
first with this, bro. You know,
Go
I
ahead,
missed
bro.
out. I missed out the game, all right, simply because I was on a date. I had to take the opportunity. I had to seize the golden opportunity to
But
date
you know what's
my
the best part, right?
wife. Yeah,
Game of the week. Your team is there.
yeah,
My team is there. But neither
yeah.
of us watched the game.
But a certain someone did. A Newcastle
A
fan.
certain someone did. Yeah.
Only he was watching. I don't know why he was so intrigued by it. Okay, here's another one that I'm going to touch on later on. But I missed out because I had a date. All right, a really good date with my wife after so long, and I couldn't keep still, man. You know, a game is going on.
Of
I don't know
course.
about I don't know about you because you always say that you wouldn't care. All right, hey, tips.
I
We,
was
we
driving temple to temple to temple. I couldn't even use my phone because my sister was in the car. So I'm like, every time I had to stop for a pit stop. Oh, look at the messages. Oh, who's scored? Who's leading?
yes, yes. And we got another guy joining us. This is completely out of the blue. All right. This is if it's a wrestling setting, if it's a Royal Rumble, he didn't come out from the main entrance. He came out right underneath the ring. So
Let's see
our
who's
absolute
this
pleasure.
guy.
We've got
Yeah,
Zami. Zami.
Habibi. Hey, this is for the Habibi, bro. This is for the
Came,
Habibi.
okay, let's go. Let's see. He came completely unannounced. Zami, you ready to start off the first topic, my man?
Come on, let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's
I decided, you know what? I
uh,
wouldn't want to miss the fun, and it looks like we got to need, well, choose a crowd. So here I am.
love you, bro. Hey, different house, bro. How come the setup is slightly different today?
No, I'm using my wife's PC because my
Okay.
PC is at work. Yeah, so
Okay, all right. No,
different
so
setting.
what we were on right now is the first game, the best game of the week, simply because he had goals, he had everything, every single ingredient you need in a proper match,
Yep,
except for penalties and red cards, right? Tips. That's the
that's
only
true.
two elements that were
But
out
that's
of the
fine.
game.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Hmm.
Right. We're talking about proper football. And then I told Tips I had to miss this out because I had the date with my wife, something that we have planned for a long time. But I couldn't keep still. You know, we are chasing the title, and then a certain team keeps reminding me, we are coming for you. You guys are crumbling. The tree is shaking. But when
But
we
where is
ask them,
he? Where is
uh, but,
he?
but
Where is he?
when we ask them, are you in the title race? Oh no, 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 we are not. We are happy with a third placing, a Carabao Cup, perhaps. That's it.
It's a reverse psychology, lah. You
Oh,
know the
that's
tactic,
that's
what?
why. That's why. But okay,
Ah,
Tips. I'm gonna
it's not
give
1 year
you.
or 2 years, 20 years they've been like that.
Oh, that,
25 years they've been like that.
Ayo. Okay, Dave. As a home team, I'm gonna let you run loose first on your opinion of the game. Of course, I'm gonna save the best for the last, the Jorginho rocket, right? Because
Of course.
I think the goal itself, maybe later on we will open this up to the floor as well, and we will get everybody who's chiming in right now. We've got 16 million guys. Bump this up, share
Oh,
this around,
Let's make it
share
18.
this.
Let's make it 18 million.
Let's make
Make
it
it
18
20.
million.
Make it 20.
Make it 20. You know, more will come. But guys, we're gonna start off with the main starter first. Arsenal and Aston, or rather Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Tips, Aston Villa fan. Unai Emery he has now come under a little bit of fire right now, because I was reading Twitter, right? Of course, that's not the best place for you to reference.
Definitely.
Always a cesspit of rubbish. But it seems that people are slightly wavering. They are shaking. They're saying that this is our third defeat in a row, and this is our 11 goals conceded over the
Yep.
span of three
Yep.
games.
3 games.
And
Yep.
this is the second time back to back that you guys have conceded four at home. Tips.
Yep. Yep. So for me to start off, right, very simple. I'm not gonna go on a rant or anything, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me step out of the circle, the Villa circle, and watch the game. The game
Mhm.
by far for me, it was hands down the best game. I think the
Mhm.
best game Villa played this season, and I think it was the best game of the weekend as well. Right?
Mhm. Mhm.
First half was all Villa, second half was all Arsenal. Right? Now coming back to the game itself, the way both the goals were scored by Villa, the first two goals, I think it was goals that we would have never imagined under previous leaderships by other managers.
And
I'm not
and
talking about
especially
anyone
this
in
one, Tip.
particular.
Coutinho's goal. Boy,
Yes, and
football
I think it's
poetry.
his first goal or assist in almost a year. In
Mm.
almost a year. So
mm,
seeing him score that goal, it's great. But
Yep.
let's go back to the defense. Absolute shambles. 4 against Leicester, 3 against City, and 4 against Leicester. That's 11 goals in 3 games. I don't
Yeah,
think
boy.
that speaks volume of the club. Yes, granted, Emery came in midway through the season and he doesn't have the players that he needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we
Mm-hmm.
can write that off. But like what we discussed, I think Villa literally
Mm-hmm.
had nothing to play for this season, and
Yeah, agree.
perhaps not using it as an excuse, but perhaps that's the reason. But granted, no excuse for that. They should
Yep.
tighten up the defense the next few games because, realistically speaking, the next few games are games that
Yeah.
we should be winning if we want
Yeah.
to have any ambition next season, right?
Yeah.
Arsenal
And
goals, I've got no qualms
yeah.
about that.
Yep.
I've got no qualms about Arsenal goals. All goals were actually defensive errors. It could have been avoided.
Yep.
Ming's Saka, Golden Boy's first goal,
Mm.
Ming should have headed it out, but he instead headed it to Saka.
Yeah.
Second goal by Zinchenko, it was a perfect corner, play shot. Villa has conceded something like that previously against Stevenage in the FA Cup when we went out.
Yep.
The third goal, well, on any day it could have hit the bar and gone out, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately it bounced off, Dibu's head and it went back in. And the last
Mm-hmm.
goal, Martinez went out to actually salvage a point, so I can't blame him for that. Martinelli broke free, he scored the goal. So no qualms about the goals. All 6 goals were solid, perfect, great. It was
Yeah.
all rounder, perfect game, bro. I've got nothing. It's a lose, I'll take. It's a loss, I'll take. But
Yep.
the defense is a worry.
Yeah. And tips. Unai, good evening. Next up from Papa Bear, Sean. Okay, I want to ask you this, right? Because I know when Unai was being appointed by Villa, I think the
Hmm.
thing I think this is just taking after what you actually said before this. You said that you are going to give him a free pass. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking at, and you guys started really, really well, man. Really
Hmm.
encouraging signs. And as you know, you even asked me, and should I'm actually toying with the idea of having an Aston Villa podcast.
Yeah.
See, right?
mm,
That's it. Calma tips. You gotta hold on to your horses for a bit. Because when you are in that state of euphoria, you want to do
Yeah.
everything, especially when it comes to
Correct. That's true.
football. That is one thing that we should
Yeah.
never commit to. But hey, where do you stand on this, man? Like, is it really a free hit? You don't want to see Villa going on a landslide right now, right? After that
No,
really
no,
good
no.
start.
Yep, yep. I mean, when I say free hit, right, I think expectations wise, there was not much expectations when Emery was appointed.
Okay.
But I think for me, what I share is
Mm-hmm.
3 games ago, we were 4 points off seventh place. Seventh place was there for the taking. Chelsea were not doing that great. Liverpool
Uh-huh.
were not doing that great as well. And Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, yeah, those 3 teams are, on a high, right?
Yep. Yep.
But seventh place was there for the taking. So I think the team should have pushed on a bit more, right? But at the end of the day, these players that Villa have
Mm-hmm.
right now, they are probably not used to the way that Emery wants to play. Now, I don't know what's going to happen for the future. Like, none of us know. He may turn out to be a flop. He may turn out,
Agree.
as in Emery may completely flop the club, or he may turn out to be our savior. Maybe Europe push next season. That's for next season, right?
Yeah.
But my current expectations for the remaining games is to gather as many points on board. Like, we've got Everton, Knicks, Palace, West Ham. These are games that we should be winning, right? We should be winning.
Winnable
Yes,
games,
granted,
right? Like they say.
yeah, winnable games, right? I'm not saying that we will win. These are winnable games, right?
Mhm,
But
mhm.
if we go on to lose those games, then the questions will start to arise. What's going to happen? Because we are still not technically safe. We are only 8 points above relegation.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And I think you guys should be slightly wary about your current position because you know, right? It's a quicksand. You lose a
so
couple of
quicksand, yeah,
games right now, you
you're sucked in.
probably you're sucked into relegation, Maya. But tips, Zami. Right now, I told you guys that we'll be having a bit of a surprise because it's not only going to be me and tips because we have another one coming in. And this guy comes all the way right now. He's studying in the UK actually, but he's of course from Singapore. He supports your shade of blue, Zami. Your shade of blue. So let's go with we have the senior City fan. Right now we're bringing in the young one, the young buck. We are bringing Zul. City to
Hello,
the
guys.
high. Zul,
Hello,
welcome
hello,
to the
hello.
show. Hey,
Hello,
you know
I'm so
what?
sorry a bit. Yeah.
I thought you would never make it, you know.
No, because I just ended my class, so I quickly rushed.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
good. Hey, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate your effort to actually come on board. It must be a mad rush for you
No
today.
worries, no worries.
Wait, remind us again, Zul, from where you are right now. What is the time?
I'm from Lancaster, so
Uh-huh.
it's like 2:20 right now. 2:20 in the
2:20 p.m.
afternoon.
right now. Perfect.
Yeah.
And of course, you are a City fan. You know, as soon as you came on board, there's a bit of a friendly fire coming from Habib. No, Manchester is red. We'll speak,
Hey,
Habib.
what up,
Thanks.
Habib? Habib's
Habib, no.
Habib's my boy, guys.
Yeah, boy. Habib, gotta keep your powder dry, my man,
Sure.
because after this, we'll speak about Man City, okay?
Guys,
All right. Yes, tips. You okay? Are you about to say something? You're
no, I was
freezing
going
up
to say
real bad,
Habib's
man.
my boy. That fella is a hardcore. Can you hear me?
United fan. Yeah, United fan, right? He
He's a
is.
hardcore United fan. Don't mess with
Uh-huh.
him. Do not
Okay,
mess
don't
with him.
mess with him. Okay, we shall take that out. We're
Let's
gonna
go.
eat your advice. All right, we got Funkin Wire as well. I'm still looking for Chelsea in London. You guys know which is the way. South, down south. Anything about Chelsea is all going downwards, bro. All right. Okay. Hey, but last one. Okay, Zam, and then I'm gonna go to Zul. This one. Because I know you guys, you two, all right, will be doing this. Ha ha ha, they are losing. Ha ha ha. They're not gonna come out from Villa Park with all 3 points. I told you so, especially you, Zul. I have my eyes on you. So I want to hear from the Man City's perspective, right? We go with our senior first, our elder statesman, Zam. When the goal came in, Jorginho's rocket, boom, 93 minutes. That must be a dagger right to the heart, man, Zam.
I mean, look at this way lah. Arsenal winning it keeps the league title challenge interesting in that sense.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but then again, okay, sorry to tips I didn't expect the game to be high scoring. I was expecting Villa. I really was expecting Villa to win, But then Arsenal coming back and then finding out, Emi doing that rubbish. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did he forget that? Did he forget that he's no longer an Arsenal player?
Wait. Which rubbish are you talking about? His antics or that hated goal or the fact that he came out for a
What-
corner?
What about
No.
all? What about
No,
all?
I think it was all of it. I think all of it was. I'm sorry, Tips. I love you, but that was rubbish.
I think secretly, Emi
Uh-huh.
Martinez has got the tattoo of the gunner in his left
Uh-huh.
heart.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure 10 years, bro. 10 years,
And
right?
he
Ah.
won his first career domestic silverware with Arsenal. FA Cup, he was
And also
crying.
Emery. Do you
Eh.
think why Emery wants City to win the title? No.
Hey, you say it best.
He wants Arsenal to win.
It was basically Arsenal versus
You
Arsenal B.
say it best.
It's only going to be Arsenal winning it.
Exactly.
Now claim already. Last season, Aston Villa was what? Liverpool. Now, no more Steven Gerrard now claiming already. Bloody hell.
Okay, so, but on your point, you mentioned that Arsenal winning the match will actually still keep the title, or rather the race, wide
Of course.
open.
You
Right,
definitely. You like I said to you, the thing right now is that I think you know my stance. Plus the champions, plus the European games. everything goes haywire in terms of like momentum. And I think now, especially after we'll talk about it, the Forest and City game,
Yep.
people were saying that City will buck up, but then you see what happened.
Mm.
No one expected Forest to do what they did, and now the top of the table is now wide open. It's now Arsenal's title to lose. So,
Okay.
so the thing is that I like for me, you know me, I never said elephant on top of the tree. That
Right.
guy, the other guy that is gonna come in the room later.
Coming,
He's
yes.
the one. Yeah, okay. But then again, we'll see how it goes, lah. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if
Okay.
Arsenal wins it,
Uh-huh.
what to do?
Hey, lost for words. All right, Zul, shaking your head profusely. When I was typing, usually that's what happened, right? After an Arsenal game, win or lose or draw, I will always come out in the sun.
Yeah.
I'm not like certain someone who will always down in the little corner of the cave. So I came out. I wanted to tag you, Zul, because why? Now you're a Man City fan, and I've been man marking you for the longest time. But hey, right? It's all friendly banter. Hey, but
Yeah.
bro, your thoughts, man, when the final the final goal came in. I'm not talking about the Martinelli's one, of course, the Jorginho's rocket.
Yeah. I really thought that Aston Villa could have like won it because like they have plenty of chances to win it. Especially that Bailey, there was one chance that Bailey shoot and then Ramsdale pull up a magnificent save.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, maybe Aston Villa might just get some goal somewhere. But then that shot from Jorginho.
But
But-
Zul is right. If that goal
Look,
had gone in, right,
but
the game
the-
would have been a different game.
That would be
Yeah,
a Villa victory.
definitely.
That would be a
Yeah,
Villa
definitely.
victory. Yeah.
Villa had so many chances to win. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, why can't you finish the game? And then that
So,
Jorginho
but,
shot.
but if there's one thing that you cannot hate, right, is definitely Aston Villa, because last season they did you guys a big favor on the last day
No,
of the EPL
no, they
season.
didn't do us. They didn't do us any favor.
They
It was
tried to
all
spoil
down
the
to
party. Oh, okay. It was all done to Man
What
City.
favor, An? What favor
Hey,
are they
hello.
talking about? Give
Hello,
heart attack
The
some
player
more.
that
Zemi, don't start. Zemi, don't start. Okay, I can name Gareth Barry, James
Ah.
Milner, Fabian Dell.
Oh.
Claim.
Zul must understand this context, this banter that tips have, right? Okay. You notice that a lot of Aston Villa players coming to City, and the recent one is Mr. $100 Gucci boy lah. Huh? So tips have
my
always
favorite player.
this hidden agenda about City always stealing players from Villa.
Yeah,
It's the truth.
but
It is.
I
it
mean,
is,
to
it
be
is.
fair, those players that come from Aston Villa did quite well in City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to
True,
say that lah.
And especially Grealish, all
But-
right. So I think it's the perfect
Yeah.
time right now to segue into the City's topic. They got lost in the wood. They went to the forest tips. They got lost. They got lost in the wood. But before we move to the next
Oh
one,
my god.
I want to ask everybody right now.
Hunt.
Hey,
Ah.
yes.
Tips
Sorry,
easy, see?
No, that was a
Nah, I
master
can't hear
stroke
you,
by
bro.
Newcastle, man.
It was the stroke. Sell wood
Hello,
to
I'm in the
Nottingham
cave.
Forest. Okay, guys. I'm gonna leave you with this one. Wait, sorry. I think this is a really good one, Zami. Hey boys, hope you have hope you guys have had an amazing day. Thank you so much, Buff. On this topic of Arsenal and City, I'm always scared of one thing: Arsenal bottling it. Buff, you're not the only one in this, bro. I'm feeling scared as well. All right, but guys, I'm gonna move on to the next one: City and Nottingham Forest. I see Azul doing this, rubbing, just massaging, caressing his chin. He's happy. He loved the word bottle and Arsenal being married up together. But a quick yes or no in the comment section. Just basically yes, Arsenal will bottle this. No, Arsenal will not bottle this or pick this up. All right. And for me, right, in terms of from the Arsenal perspective, this was a much needed win, man. Because I told the Arsenal group, if we lose this one, and I mean losing is not only you taking an L, but even a draw will feel like a defeat. And I think for Arsenal to come back the way they did, I think in the first half, it was really a mess, a big mess. Our defense was in its sixes and sevens, and I couldn't recognize that defense, especially. Second half, we turned it on. I think Aston Villa couldn't cope with us, especially in the offensive phases. And there was a clear weakling, and that was on the left side of Aston Villa, which was also handled by our right star boy Saka. And for us to get the goal, I mean, the goal could have come in at 67th, 75th minute, and it would have meant lesser, because why? To get it at the death, to steal victory from the jaws of defeat. I think that is going to be a big moral booster for Arsenal, man. And I think right now, in this current title race context, the only way we can consolidate this good momentum is by winning again the next one away from home against Leicester City. So much needed one, and thank you so much, Elephant. Back top of the tree, Zul. Thank you so much for liking my post every single time when I post about Arsenal. So we move on to the next one. Okay, the next topic. Oh, look at this beauty, man! Created by Jay Shan. City went to Forest and they got lost in the wood. Man City dropping crucial points, of course, in the title race. Zul, Robbie Hood FC win against the big boys and then donating the points, right? Everton, Brentford, and now Nottingham Forest, man. What's happening with Man City?
It's just typical City though.
Oh,
It's
I
always
heard
has
that a
to be
lot
like that.
from
Yeah,
Zami.
it's just
Just
always
so
like
many
that.
times. Typical
But
City.
lose again, typical City.
That is a mark of a real City fan who knows when we are rubbish.
Ah.
That's typical. What's
No,
new?
the thing is, we could have scored like I think 6, 7, 8, 8 goals, but
And you see, Zul exactly said what I wanted to say. Okay, bye. I'm done.
and you want to know the funny story? Well,
Uh-huh.
funny story, right? My
Yeah.
dad actually supports Newcastle United, and then Chris
Really?
Wood was from and he was from Newcastle United, and he texted me like once, like Chris Wood scored. He was like, "Hey, who was that player again? Where is he from?"
I love your dad, man. At least, hey,
Uh.
guys, at least his dad, right, has that courage of confidence to actually banter, to come on board and banter, right? Unlike our Newcastle fan who is tired today, he can't
Tired.
come on board today. Tired.
Not today, lah, boys.
Excuses.
I'll see you all next week.
Excuses lah, we know lah, huh? Tired.
maybe if
Rabak,
Newcastle win next week, then maybe he will come on.
For
If
sure,
Newcastle
Zul, for
is
sure,
at the final.
for sure, for
No,
sure.
no. They gonna lose Carabao, so he will not come on Monday again.
Oh, tired. So Monday tired again.
Monday died again because Carabao they lose, but no Pope.
Okay, Zam, taking off from where Zul left off just now, he mentioned one thing, and I can only agree, man, because I actually asked Alex, who is also in the comment section right now, because I didn't catch the first half from Nottingham Forest, right? I asked, hey, Alex, how are City performing? Or rather, how is Forest coping right now? Bro, they are really hanging on for their dear life. I'm like, shit, this is not good news for us, man. Because you know, right, going into grounds like that, historical grounds whereby the fans are really close to the pitch, you can feel the crowd, shaking your core up. I thought that, hey, this could be the banana peel, man, that we might be looking for. But then when Alex said that, no chance, lah, bro. I think there's more chance of me becoming a chef or something along that line than Nottingham Forest scoring. And then, lo and behold, Zam, first meaningful attack, one shot, one goal. That's it. You guys are done. Hey, but this is right now a recurring theme for Man City, especially this season. For all the talk of Erling Haaland being right at the top. And you know what? I have to put my hands up. Erling Haaland really tore us a new one at the Emirates. I have to really bow down to his supremacy. But in games like that, you saw the miss. It was glaring, bro. Was it done on purpose for him to just purposefully keep this race wide open so that it will be fun for the Manchester United fans?
To be honest with you, when I look at the miss, right? Like I said, first thing first, them typical City, scoring all the beautiful goal, and then when it goes like that, don't want to score. So you see, that's the beautiful thing about supporting City. When you expect goals to be scored, you see misses like that. When you don't expect goals to be scored, they score the goals.
Okay.
So it's really okay. Frustration it's an understatement lah. But then again, like what Zul say, typical City, games that we expect to win, we lose. Games that we dominate, we lose. If this goes out to football manager players, City just got FM, one shot, one goal.
Yes.
Freaking hell. Okay, I remember because I think in the City the supporters club WhatsApp group, right, like, they were saying Nottingham Forest are really holding the fort. Really, I think the spirit of Robin Hood all come up. People were saying 5 goals. I think in our WhatsApp group, even were saying Haaland hat-trick, 4 goals, 5 goals.
Wow.
I mean,
Look what
but then
happened.
again, right? But then again, City away from home they really haven't scored a lot of goals away from home. You know, Haaland
Yeah.
at home, give him FPL captainship, triple
Yeah,
captain, quadruple captain him. He'll score hat trick.
Hey,
But away from
don't give
home,
don't give FPL tips without permission, huh?
oh shit, sorry, boss, sorry, boss.
Hey, but tips right now from a neutral standpoint, right? How do you actually observe and what's your sensing right now of this title? Because last week, because we had two matches, right, where Arsenal got trumped by Man City, and then we dropped points at home again, also
Mhm.
against Brentford at home, of course. Something that is not justifiable because of the VR and Lee Mason, bye bye, now out of the game entirely. How do you see this? Because one moment Arsenal look like they are really firm right at the top
Yep.
in pole position, and then just two matches right after that, it looks like we are shaky. It looks
Right.
like we are really crumbling. And then one game later on, hey, Arsenal back into the box seat.
Hmm.
It's gonna be an interesting end to the season, to be very honest, lah. Like you see, Arsenal still has a game in hand, right, against Everton,
Yeah, against Everton.
right?
True.
So it really comes down to probably that game. If Arsenal can somehow maximize the points and then keep up with the form
Mhm.
post Villa game, right? Not prior to Villa game, post Villa game, then I don't see them dropping the title, or dropping points and losing the
Ooh,
title. But
wow.
with that being said as well, we know how City are. City are mentality monsters, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, they may have drop points against Newcastle, but for
Mhm.
all we know, they can just go on a winning run, scoring shitloads of goals,
Yep.
and might just win the end up winning. Last season, for an example, they had to win the title, like the
True.
last game of the season,
True.
and look at what they did: 2-0 down.
Yeah.
Within 6 minutes, they scored 3 goals, right?
Could it be because it was Aston Villa?
It
Ooh.
could, it could have been, it could have been anyone, bro. It could have been anyone. Oh wait, then
Wait,
again,
it could be
yeah,
anyone.
Ooh.
then again, yeah, we had Sleepy G then, so he slipped again, right? But no, it could have been anything. It could have been against
Yeah,
any
true.
other
Ah,
team for all
agree.
we know. So I think it's going to be interesting. And
Uh,
with United, with United
oops,
5 points
oops.
behind,
Somebody's on our
right?
coattail. Yeah.
Right, 5 points behind. Never
Uh-huh.
say no. You know,
Okay. All
remember
right.
records are meant to be broken.
True. I agree.
Yep. Era are meant to be era are meant. Yeah.
Era United.
Era FC.
Okay, guys, I want to pose this question to Zul, but I also want to open this up to the crowd right now. Guys, keep up, man. Keep up the good work. Continue to watch us. I want to ask this question to Zul, but again, I want to pose this to the crowd once again. Is Man City really better with Erling Haaland at the top? Again, simple one. Yes or no? Zul, are you guys really better with him up top?
I think it depends on the teams that we play against.
Mm.
Against like I think the low block kind of teams, right, that sit back. I think he is better. But
Mhm.
in terms of like teams that attack us, I don't
Uh-huh.
think he has the ability to kind of like
Yeah, move around.
really link up play and all that
True.
shit. He's more of like just stay in the box. You give him the ball, he'll finish it.
Finish it off.
I mean, like if you don't take that Nottingham Forest miss into contact, yeah. Other than that, he will finish it.
he'll
Yeah,
finish it.
but yeah,
But
it's
but
like
but do
to
you think
link up
do,
play and all that.
do you think you guys are more potent? You guys are more dangerous now that you have Haaland, or because why? I saw Man City of last season, right? You guys were damn fluid, man, and you don't know who to mark out
Yeah,
of the game. But this time around, there's a
because
focal point. It makes it slightly easier, I guess.
but I feel like Man City play better in a false nine kind of like striker. Or maybe if you put Alvarez, I think Alvarez will do a much more better job than
Alvarez,
Haaland.
yeah.
I think
He
so.
thinks
Yeah.
okay.
So do you think City should sell Haaland next season then?
No. Keep him just to make other teams weak. Yeah, that's all.
You know what? If they get charged, if the 101 charges come in,
Here we go again, the
They
Chargers.
they
Here
will
we
start
go again, the
they will start
Chargers.
playing Wrexham after that.
Do
The
you want me
East Coast ground?
East Coast ground?
I mean, we can't possibly look at Haaland playing against Queens Park Rangers, right? Do we have the heart to see him do that? No.
Bro, he cannot play Queen's Park Rangers. They're only in the championship. They'll go down to Wrexham level.
Oh, Wrexham,
They
what?
play Ryan Reynolds' new team.
Problem.
Hayden Mullin will score the goal.
All right. Hey, okay, we are gonna take a lot of comments right now, tips. We have a lot to actually read. Let me see. Let me just pick up some of the good ones, guys. Thank you so much for chiming in. Right now, let's see, man. You guys are crazy with the comments.
They are
Let's
fighting
see.
lah. They are fighting in the comment about the Mickey Mouse Cup lah.
The same feeling we had on the last day of last season when Villa were leading 2-0 and gave us the hope. Fucking Villa, tips.
No, it's not fucking Jay Sean. You got it wrong, bro. It's fucking Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard. Attack your legend.
United also, man oh man, I'll go as far to say that Rashford is the most informed player. Vibaf, if you think that Rashford is the most informed player, then I think it's only right that you hold on for that topic, right, tips? Because we have Rashford part of the menu for tonight as well. Okay. And then this one, Arsenal can do, but don't overconfident. Take game by game, one by one.
You still haven't faced Haaland yet. Again, no.
Again. Right.
Again.
Hello, boys. Hello, Sanjeev. We got both brothers, the Shan brothers right now watching us. Such an honor, man, when the Shan brothers are watching us. Habib, no, truthfully, we have to wait till 8 games left in the league because anything can happen in the last 8 games. Zul, it's not typical City lah. Typical
shut up lah. Hey, Mio, shut up lah. Mio, you just shut up. You just shut up, okay?
Zam,
you just
wait,
shut up.
pause. Zam, I'm going to help Mio here, okay? Where's your European trophy?
Oh.
Help him. Before he says it, I ask on his behalf.
We got the cup, Winners' Cup, okay? Don't talk about European trophy. Champions League, yes, you want to talk. Okay? This season, when we win the Champions League, I want to see whether this banter comes up again or not.
Hey, Zab, but you got to put your hands up, man. The banter from Nottingham Forest fans towards Man City's corner was solid.
I mean, man. Okay lah. Let's put the joke. Let's have jokes. Banters are banters. I mean, that's reality. If you're talking about the champions of Europe, if you are talking from this context, this era's context, before all this, the Cup Winners' Cup change, of course lah, you can banter with it lah. But you're talking about like no European trophy, like then Cup Winners' Cup trophy, what? No, that's not European lah.
I mean, if you want to add it to your list of achievements, then Arsenal also has a European trophy. We have won the European.
So that's why. So that's why I don't understand the banter, especially coming from you. Mio, I got issue with you. I don't give a shit about you. Okay?
Damn it.
I don't give a shit. Okay? Qatari buy Man United. Don't talk shit about me. All money. I will take out receipts.
This calls for it. This calls for it.
Go.
Shots fired.
Haaland miss of the season. If it's Nunes, the internet will go. You know what? Spot on, tip. There will be a compilation of it.
Yep, definitely.
Nunes. I saw this really good one. A day in Nunes's life. He tries to crack the egg. He missed the pen. He tries to brush his teeth. He was brushing his cheek.
Don't talk about Liverpool. Don't talk.
Dave, I miss having you right now, Dave. You know what? Dave, this is for you. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Zul, watch out. Huh? You say Newcastle win. You sure or not?
Zul, you are in his bad books.
Bad books already. Welcome to the gang.
Karius will do the job.
Karius to be the hero. Vamos. And hey, Man City beat Arsenal like how Man City beat United. Man City dropped points against Forest like how Arsenal lost to Everton. These players turn up accordingly to their opponents. I think that's true, man. And I think right now the title race is a lot of swings and roundabouts. And I don't think at this current moment you can put your money on either City or Arsenal. If you're a betting man, it's really too close to call. Let's see. If we've got really good ones to pick up, Sanjeev, and now his cup. They are fighting about Mickey Mouse Cup, man. Guys, tune in to Disney app. You can watch the Mickey Mouse Cup final. Nobody gives a flying F, all right? If the Qataris buys Man United, then Man City cannot be charged for the sake of mankind. Manchester must remain blue.
For the comments, Alex is a gunner.
Yeah. Before he's a City fan.
Okay, guys, perfect time for us to introduce another guy. Wait, Joe Hart.
You send him away, cannot? You send him away, cannot? I talk the Carabao, but then we'll talk about tree shaking.
Ayo, problem lah this guy. But never mind. Why? We want to talk about this historical club. This club who has seen it all. This club who is top of the perch. This club right now who is on the verge of a miraculous comeback. We can only talk about one team and one team only, and that's it. This team. This team, guys. Only this team. Liverpool.
Why am I looking at some frauds in there, guys?
Why?
Oh, frauds.
This guy wants to rep United, but he's turning up in a pink Balestier Khalsa kit. Forgive him. Okay? Forgive him. Okay, Liverpool put Magpies into more trouble. Yes. Hey, Joe, introduce our new guy here, Zul. All the way, man. From wait. Where are you at right now? Are you in Manchester at this current moment?
No,
UK.
Lancaster, but it's just about an hours away from
An
Manchester.
hours away. And wait, you usually turn up for City's home game, right?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
like
I usually go
is
for
there
City home.
is there just you and five other people in the stadium, or is there more? Usually,
Zul, Zul, if you are in Lancaster, why aren't you supporting Blackburn Rovers?
No, I should support Lancaster City, yeah, in the non-league.
Yes, City, not league.
Probably have more crowd than Etihad, yeah.
Stop. Stop this joke lah. It's getting old.
Two City fans and we are getting burned.
Hey, I watched this game, Liverpool versus Newcastle, and I told my wife, I say after the victory against Everton, if you guys can actually just back this up with another victory at Newcastle, of all places, mind you, Newcastle have not lost to another team since they lost to Liverpool at Anfield, all right, and that was also a goal right at the death by Carvalho. That was the only defeat they had, and guess who's their kryptonite, Tips? Again, that guy in red. Liverpool FC. So we talk about that guy first. The guy doing this. Yes. What a goal by him, and all round play. He was really creating chaos. You think he's back right now in his groove?
Nobody wants to answer that question.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Tips. And do you think Darwin Nunes right now is back in his groove?
Okay lah. I mean, he scored in the last 2 games, right?
No, he did not. He scored.
he
This was
scored.
his first one after a long time, I guess. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's still too early to say lah. Like, are we gonna say is Haaland done for the season? No, right? So we can't say if he's back lah. So let's see how it goes. Let's not let's not jump
Let's
on
go
the horse
slow.
too fast.
Okay,
slow.
let's go horse.
Yeah.
All right. Zul, how impressed have you been with Liverpool? I know this is not the best of seasons for them, but you know what? A win against Everton, the Merseyside derby, that must have given them a lot of wind in their sail. And then to go to Newcastle, you guys went to Newcastle early on this season, right? And you guys had to come back. I think you guys were 3-0 down, or was it 2-0 down? And then Haaland came on, and the game became almost a seesaw. And then it was 3-3. I remember at St. James's Park.
I think so, yeah.
3-3. No, you don't go to St. James's Park and get a good result. You either get a draw, or if you not you get a spanking from them. But
yeah.
them coming over and winning 2-0, Zul, how impressed have you been with Liverpool this season? Or rather, that particular match.
I think for that match, Newcastle wasn't they weren't at their best. I think a lot of them are just focused on the final. So they just just play the game and let's see what happens. And then Pope made a really stupid mistake, which actually really caused that game. So yeah, I think it's more of they just want to play for the sake of just play and not get injured for the final. Yeah, I think it's more of that rather than Liverpool. Maybe it's a biased opinion because I really
Hey, Zul, no, go ahead. Your point.
No, you want to know a funny story because I'm actually playing for a league a team in Lancaster, and then my captain is a season ticket holder for Liverpool for Anfield, and then he offered me. Yeah, he offered me. He asked if you want to go for a game, just let me know. I'll give you for free. Wow. I was hey, no, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
No, it's alright. I'm not gonna watch that rubbish.
No, I was about to ask you, right, Zul? You are the newer batch, the newer breed of Man City fans. In terms of just the level of hatred you have for Liverpool, is it more for United or is it more for Liverpool? Because you guys have been going head to head against them. You must not like them, You must not like them.
Okay, honestly, I actually hate both of them so much. With all my life, I really hate them. But for the past few seasons, I think it's Liverpool. But this season, they are shit. So it's not them. It's Man
Is it Arsenal that you hate right now?
Let's recap that. Zul, can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, can you repeat that last few words again?
That last few ones.
Zul, be smart. Be smart about this, Zul.
I want to hear it, Zul. Come on.
We want to hear it.
It's not that good as compared to that.
It's not that good.
No. You need to hear that.
No. Zul, I need that 4-letter word, Zul. I need that 4-letter word, man.
No. Don't put him in this spot. This boy needs to come back to Singapore in one piece, okay? But Zul, thank you so much. Hey, Joe, let's talk about Liverpool right now. Okay, your betrothed, your lovely Liverpool,
Why
because
would I want to talk about a club that's below me, miles down, man? Come
no,
on, no, no, I'm kidding.
I think it would be silly for us to completely dismiss them and to write them off, because Liverpool, if there's one DNA that they have in their body is to actually come back. They just don't know when they are beaten, Joe. This win right now against Newcastle, I think that's a big statement win, man. Could this be the one that will propel them back into the Champions League conversation?
I think that I won't say they're back because looking at the first half before Pop did that miraculous, extraordinary magic show for us.
Mhm.
And then, the thing is, Liverpool have players to kill. Gakpo has formed his form.
Oh yes, two in two.
Nunes is dangerous, like what Velton just said. When that boy runs, it's difficult to catch him.
Yeah.
They need to replace Salah. I think that is one guy that is. I don't know. Whenever Liverpool goes on a counter, Salah is someone who actually derails them from bringing the passes out. They need a new midfield. For this season, I think they can make it. Why? Because teams like Tottenham, teams like Newcastle, they're not consistent. Even my club, we're not really consistent on going on a winning run as well.
Yeah, he
Right?
goes.
Sometimes we lose, we drop. I think this season, all of the clubs, like even Arsenal, they lost Man City and then they need to bounce back from Villa. Man City still, they went to the Forest, they got hit by Wood. And so things like this, it's a very inconsistent, how to say, league. So I think Liverpool will be back. Let's not write them off. Like if we write them off, then football will be boring, you see. Then
This
after they
is
will go on
so.
they'll
This
go on
is
a
so not Joe. This is not Joe.
3-4 months of silence,
Hey.
and then they won't talk to anybody. And then
Take-
I miss my
take-
Liverpool friends. Like,
Take that jersey off his body right now and see what he's wearing underneath.
There's a Liverpool jersey under him.
Yeah, it is. It seems like there's a
Let's not
liver
write
bird.
them off.
There's a liver bird on top here.
It's a tiger.
Hey,
It's a tiger.
oh, it's a tiger. Wait. I think there is one reminder that you might need. Balestier Casa lost to Selangor. Balestier Casa, man. It's happened again. It's happened again. Okay, on to the next one. Newcastle. Let's talk about Newcastle right now. Okay, because we are also looking forward to the final that will not be televised. Good for humanity. They will not be televised. But
It will be.
how-
It will be. I found a spot that is playing.
but not through legal,
Not on
not through
sync,
legal
not
streams,
legally-
right? Not through legal channels, right? Okay. Hey, but how big of a miss Pope will be, man, for them? Because I look at
think
Newcastle.
huge,
Yeah.
huge miss. And the worst thing, you know what? Not. And the worst thing, their second choice keeper can't play.
Yeah.
And then, Joe, why are you defending Liverpool? Football aside, right? They are still our brothers in arms, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, stop.
Neil is on fire today, have you? Huh?
No, he has been on fire ever since. Ever since then, he has been on fire.
Aiyo.
They're going to miss Pop very, very
Yeah.
big time.
Yep.
Big time.
Yeah.
Because the second choice fella can't play.
The Bravka
because he
can
played
play,
for United.
but
Yeah,
but
so
they have a lot carriers.
Yeah, their third choice is loaned out as well. Carl Dallo.
Their third choice is
Caldalo.
loaned out as well. Yeah. So Kairos is
It's okay.
but
It's safe there.
I still won't write him off though. I
Why?
still will not write him off. Imagine you put yourself in his shoes. After 2 years, you're given a chance to play and you're playing in the damn final. You have a point to prove. You would want to prove a damn point that look, I think I'm the one that's going to lead this club forward.
Hey, tips right now. Looking at Newcastle in the state that they are in, they are slowly sliding down, and people are not talking
Yeah.
about them, right? Because the first half of the season, like Arsenal, they started the season like house on fire, and they actually defied a lot of odds, and they were there right at the top based on merit because they were that good, man. Nothing goes past their watertight defense. At this current moment, they are not doing the trick. And Sunil last week came on for the therapy session. This week, what happened to him, Tips?
He's in ICU.
He can't make it. He's lost.
ICU.
I thought tired. The fun
No,
battle.
He's in
I
ICU.
thought he said he's lost. He's lost.
I
Yeah, but
think he needs a surgery.
This Newcastle right now, staying on Newcastle, are they sleeping now because Spurs are now back into the top four? We'll speak about Spurs later on.
True.
And then
And
you also have
also-
Liverpool resurgence, right?
No, we remember we spoke or I highlighted this last week where
Yeah.
they picked up like since the restart, they picked up like 11 points from 7 games.
7 games,
and
yeah. Mhm.
and that was only I think one win, and the rest of it will draw, something along that line. And
Yep.
now they've got another loss to add into that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, things are looking a bit shaky for them.
Mhm.
And Pope is not only going to miss the Carabao Cup, he's going to miss the next 2 games after that as
Oh,
well.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Mm.
Hey, wait.
and
Wait.
everyone has a
I,
good
I,
point.
I thought 3 game suspension only applies for violent conduct, dangerous play.
No, straight rate, bro.
Yeah, straight rate for professional foul. It's only just 1, right? Still,
I
guys,
don't
can
know.
can we? Yeah, I think can you guys get this check? Please, those of you who are watching right now, can we clarify this? Because to my best of knowledge, if you get red carded straight off for tactical foul, all right, you only get a 1 game
See,
suspension.
that's what I thought as
Oh.
well. But then
But
our
dangerous
FPL
play,
guru said it's 3 games actually. FPL
but
guru
dangerous.
messaged me and said 3 games.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
I was always under the impression this new
One thing.
ruling is for red card, right, Joe? If it's a professional foul, that means i.e. last man, you're only going to be suspended for 1 game only.
No, if it's a straight rate, it's 3 games in.
But
If it's a
violent
yellow, then
conduct, 3
if
games
it's
minimum.
if it's a straight rate, it's 3 man suspension. If it's because it's a red card, but you can't appeal. It's a
Oh,
No, no, no,
yeah.
no. Okay. I mean, guys. Oh, there you go. There you go. 1 game ban because it's a professional foul. It's not a violent conduct. Yeah. And then we have another
Oh.
one, 2 match
2 match
ban.
ban.
Yeah, violent conduct. Yeah, so I always knew that violent conduct will warrant you 3 games. So there he's only going to miss one. Unfortunate tips is the biggest
Mhm.
one.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, the
So,
final.
so then that's okay, because if he was indeed going to miss 3 games and then the 2 league games after that, it
Yeah.
is a bit worrying as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they have Dubravka, but it
Yeah.
could still be a bit worrying. But with that being said, like what Sunil said last week, right? They have to capitalize this season because the likes of Liverpool and Chelsea will come back next season.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was still banking on them to qualify for the Champions League up until last week.
Oh,
But after
sticky,
watching
man.
the Liverpool game,
It's 2 games.
Huh.
I don't know, man. I
Two
don't know.
games, is it? Okay, we're getting different information right now.
Yeah, 2
So
games.
no, it's 2 and then there's 1. But never mind. At
No,
least we know it's not
I
3.
just checked it. So this is it. For descent, right? For descent, it's 2 match. All right.
Okay.
If it's a dangerous tackle or violent conduct,
3.
then it's 3 game.
But
Mm.
for straight
Right,
for
Yeah,
straight
violent
for
conduct is 3.
what about professional foul? Like what Pope conducted? I think that's tactical, right? Oh,
Pope
it's
will
off.
get 2
2 games.
the two
Okay.
because
J.
it's descent
J
or
said
it's-
official
it
2
comes
games.
under that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
thank you
comes
so much,
under
guys.
that.
Thank you so much. Newcastle right now, quickly, just round table answer yes or no. Zul, top 4 still for them.
I think they might just do it.
They might just.
They might
And
just do
is this coming from a place of hatred because it means Liverpool won't get it?
Um, I don't know if I want to I don't know if I want to admit this, but I
Bro,
think
Zul,
just go
answer
for
it.
it.
Zul, just go, just go, just go,
You're,
just
you're,
go.
you're, you're
When-
13 hours flight away, 8 hours away. Just go.
when I was no, nothing to do with Liverpool or Man U. The thing is, when I was a little bit younger, I actually supported Newcastle.
Oh, no.
The cat's out of the bag, man.
No, it's
Zam,
because of my dad.
Zam, what are you gonna
Yeah,
say?
dad.
Glory Hunter, Zam.
No,
It's
no.
because
He's
of
not.
my dad.
He's not
because
glory
of my
hunter,
dad.
Tip. You gotta understand the Arab blood runs thick and deep in
No.
his blood. If it's not Newcastle Arab, it's Man City Arab. He's taking. He knew.
No,
He knew.
I
These days, money
to
rules.
I have to support Newcastle. If not, my father will ask me to get out of the house.
Understand, Zul?
That's why he's in UK now.
You guys, this guy is our guest, Respect, respect, respect. Zami.
Alamak. Alah, Jif, banter je, takkan marah. Sikit merajuk.
On your end, Zami, Newcastle, yes or no? Top 4 for them.
I would love to see Newcastle qualifying for Champions League. I think we spoke about it before. Like it brings new dimension to the so-called top 6. But then I think the fear is that if Newcastle qualify for Champions League, the ball game changes the horizon. Because it's like what City did lah. When we qualify for Champions League, and look where City is. So I think Newcastle need that Champions League spot in order to elevate the status and go back to their glory days lah. So I think they will do it lah.
Okay.
But
All right.
but okay lah. To look at the table right now, right? Glory days lah, gulit lah, sexy football lah.
Okay.
Tips, don't cari pasal with the Newcastle fans, okay? Later.
You mean
What-
glory days but trophyless days lah. Okay.
Okay. So tips.
Ooh.
Okay, guys. Tips. All right. We want to move on to the next one. Newcastle top 4. Yes or no? Answer this. Thread this with a lot of caution, please. Sunil is
Okay.
watching. I know he's watching.
For me, honestly, right, I still think they'll qualify. I'm going to maintain that stance and say they'll
Oh,
still
really?
qualify for the Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been backing them since start of the season to qualify for Champions League.
Okay. So
And I think
you
they
won't
will.
backtrack. You won't backtrack for now, yeah?
No,
Okay.
no. I still think they'll qualify. I still think Liverpool will miss out on the Champions League.
Okay, Joe, it feels like a lot of sentimental right now because everybody wants Newcastle to be there because their dad supports Newcastle because somebody wants to see a
Yeah.
brand new game. Somebody say, "Oh, I'm not gonna backtrack because I've already put my money on Newcastle." Where do you stand on this, Joe?
If they win the Carabao Cup finals, I think they will make it to top 4. If they don't, then the momentum is going to drop.
This
Because
is what
right
he does
now,
a lot, no. He likes to put pressure on other teams apart from his own team.
the thing is, right now the momentum is not there. They are making
Uh-huh.
silly mistakes. Their gameplay is not there. They are just banging on one guy, ASM.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Saint Maximin is the only guy they're probably hoping that creates something out of it. So yeah, if they get the Carabao Cup final, they'll get the momentum, they get the confidence. From there they'll push in. But if they don't, then they are going to be like, oh crap, things are going down. And if you look at the table, even Brentford have a chance to go up.
Chance they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Brentford is doing well. Brighton, don't forget my club, Fulham as well.
We'll speak about Fulham after this. Right?
Fulham,
Yeah.
Brighton.
And then the bulk of it is Liverpool in there as well. So
Yeah.
Newcastle, I feel like probably 5 games ago we would have said, yeah, they are safe and sound. But 5 games later, the whole thing was shipped at the end of February. If by the end of February they don't get any of the good results from their league, then I think they're done and dusted.
But Joe,
Hey,
you see, I want to
February
bring
left.
this up, right?
February left with only one game, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Carabao
only
final
only
and,
lah,
that's it. And we
Carabao.
enter March. And then we enter into March. For Newcastle.
Then probably the first couple of weeks of March.
Weeks for March. Okay, all right.
I'm
Tips.
No, but guys,
Yeah.
you see, this is what I want to say, right? You see,
Yeah.
I think Bruno is back for them, right? Like, Guimaraes is back.
They
for
are,
them
they
as
are,
well.
for
And
the
I think
final,
He's been
yeah.
badly missed. So,
Yep.
well, I mean,
Yep.
after the Carabao Cup finals, let's see how they perform in the next league game with,
Mhm.
Bruno G
Liverpool
back.
and
I
Brighton
hope he's really
has
indeed.
2 games in hand.
Yeah.
Yes, Amar.
Bodoh lah. This
Yes,
guy.
I know.
Okay. All right.
Chan brothers.
Yeah, I think from my side, I think Newcastle will unfortunately because I see the cracks now showing, and at this current moment you cannot remedy the situation because January transfer has passed us. So just based on that fact alone, I don't think Eddie Howe can squeeze more out of this squad. But that does not mean doom and gloom because Europa sport is still very good for them, man. That's really healthy for Newcastle.
Hey guys, but a question to you guys.
Oi.
A question to you guys. If
Ah.
in the event they miss out on Champions League, let's just say Champions League was a goal.
Yep.
Should they not sack Eddie Howe and bring in
no lah.
Tuchel?
Oh no, no. I don't think so.
I mean, Tuchel is still available, man. And one more, Zidane just announced that he wants to come back to management as well. So
I don't
they
think
do
Zidane
have
will move
top
to
managers
Newcastle. lah.
available. All right, they do have the budget available. They need a top-notch manager to bring them in. And if looking at the cracks right now, like what An said,
Yeah.
man, I think Tuchel should actually be anticipating this kind of movement.
And it's a sensible question, because why? Like I mentioned, right? There are just certain managers who comes in to buy in all the parts, and there will be some
Yep.
managers to come in to drive the machine.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
And
Chelsea is one example.
Yeah,
and
Eddie
Lampard drove everything. Tuchel
Yeah.
came in.
Tuchel
boom,
came in
just
and
brought them up to the mountains.
he drove them past the line. So some managers are
Yeah.
just good at building, and the same can be said, guys. Remember Brendan Rodgers, right? When he placed Liverpool back right to the top when they were fighting for title. Right? Nobody believed in Liverpool, and then Brendan Rodgers gave them that belief once again. And because of that, Jurgen Klopp could come in with that Champions League credit behind their back because now Rodgers has actually brought them somewhere tangible. You see, so this could be another case whereby they have to be ruthless first. There's no room for sentiments because if they really want to succeed and if they miss out or if they get Champions League, I don't think they will sack him for obvious reasons. But hey, who knows, man? This is football, right? Stranger things have happened in football. Okay, guys, on to the next one. Let's go with let's go with this one. This one later on, all right? Not so interesting. We go on with this one. Making a strong case for Europe. Fulham, my guy.
I'm just very surprised with Fulham this season.
Hey,
Honestly,
I'm about to ask you from that little space right in the middle. Shut up, lah, Joe. Fulham, Brentford, and Brighton. Who have you been the most impressed with?
Right.
I've actually okay. For me, I've been impressed with Brighton because
Uh-huh.
Fulham has always been under the. I mean, even though they've been above Brighton and Brentford all season, right? I've been impressed with Brighton's play, the way they play, but I think Fulham is grinding that result out when it's necessary. And
Are they grinding it
Joe,
better
what
than
the?
you on the start?
Hey,
Wait, Tips. Are
you
they?
said the
I've
fella
no.
out.
Joe picking receipts lah.
He won't do that.
He's bragging.
The only thing he has gotten right,
All
so
the
that's why
laughters that we had.
that's why he needs to bring it to the floor. Okay. Hey, but you mentioned the word grind. Are Fulham grinding it better than you are on a Saturday night?
Bro,
Don't
this
forget
is
Friday night as well.
NSFW, bro.
Even Friday night, yeah. Okay. Zam,
NSFW.
from that little bubble in the middle that we're seeing right now, a lot of teams that have been punching well above their weight. For me, I've been the most impressed with Brentford because last season, when we first lost to them, right, I hated them, man, with a passion. I really hated Brentford, and I and
What is it? What is it?
I really hated Brentford with a passion, especially Ivan Tony, such a
He don't want to say
pantomime
Fulham.
villain.
He don't want
No,
to say.
no. I'm impressed with Fulham, but I think the brand of football, I need to do it on the second year running because they always say about, oh, the second season
Second season
syndrome.
syndrome.
It will catch up with you eventually. But no, they have actually strengthened, they have actually improved leaps and bounds, and I'm very impressed with them. Zam, your pick when it comes to
And wait,
Brighton,
before that, have
mm,
you did you notice that Brentford has only lost 4 games all season?
not spoken about.
Oh yeah.
Not
Yeah,
spoken
four
about at
games.
all.
I mean, the fact that they've drawn 11, but they've only lost 4 games all season. That is pretty
Yeah,
impressive,
it is.
considering Arsenal. I mean, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 3, City 3, and I think now
Two,
Yep.
Brentford 4.
three, four. If you look on the table, right, they are the joint third of number of games lost.
Yep.
For yeah, so I think what Tip say is correct. Even like what you say, Brentford is the club where is going under the radar that no one actually talks about.
Agree.
That's the surprising, and like what you said, like the second season syndrome. I think people are not looking at Brentford seriously because I think the infrastructure Brentford is there.
Good.
You know,
Yep.
Moneyball.
yeah, it's good. Moneyball, you know, the way they do it. But I think people don't take them seriously because it's their, it's their second full season in the EPL in the history of their club. You
Yep.
know, and I think that's the good thing being that underdog. Like there's no pressure.
Yep.
The expectations are lower.
Yep.
But the machine is doing the work lah. They're grinding out results and then putting up fight lah. So that's a good thing for the league lah. I feel.
Yeah, true. I agree. Hey, Zul, on this guy
Yeah.
right now, Mitrovic, Willian, obviously playing for Fulham. They're making a strong case, man, for European qualification. And that guy up top, you see why he's so eccentric, why he's doing all this motion. He wants to tell people, "I told you so," because he actually set up his stall really early for this one. He did mention to his credit that Fulham to him will qualify for Europe. I don't know, Zam. Did Joe mention Champions League or did he say Europa? Because now he's claiming Europa. Because I thought he said Champions League.
No, I think he's it. I know. I think this one. I think he's for Europa. Brother, Manchester brother. Because Vivi, future Vivi, claiming already future Vivi. No, but here's the thing, because you see, if you look at the squad that Fulham has right now,
Yeah.
it's actually a good squad.
It is.
It's not a championship squad. Like who like what I think we're talking about Forest. The squad had championship
Yeah.
type squad. So, but you look at Fulham. You had Arsenal sold Leno to them. That's a good play. Then I think like Tim Rim, Anthony Robinson. I feel that they are really doing well with the loan players that come in. Like Kurzawa. Who I
Loan.
thought.
They have
Loan.
done the loan really well.
Yeah, the
They
loan
have
the
done
loan
well.
players are the one that actually doing their job. So I think that balance they have is really interesting lah.
Okay. So right now Fulham, European. You have this European ambition. Do you think they can actually fulfill the ambition of theirs? Europa, we're looking Conference League. Do you think they can? If they can't, Brentford and also Brighton, those two beasts. Can
Yeah,
either one of them?
I think Fulham might not make it to
I don't make
Europe. Maybe the most they can go is maybe the Conference League.
Conference League.
But I
Okay.
think Brighton can make it at least to the Europa. But I'm really impressed with Mitoma. Oh, what a player!
Ooh,
What a
Mitoma.
top player he
Hey,
is.
wait, guys.
Yeah,
Is Mitoma right now the best player outside of the top six?
Yeah,
Mm,
no doubt.
the best Asian
Hands down.
player right now.
Best Asian player,
Best,
of
best,
course.
best
without
Asian,
a doubt.
yes.
I
Without
I
a-
wouldn't say. Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah.
the best player outside the top six,
Yeah.
to be
Tips,
honest.
can you open up that question? Tips, get people to actually chime in with their answer. Ask the question: Who is the best out of the top six right now? Tips.
Mm.
The
Yeah, guys,
traditional.
who do you, yeah, I mean, are we talking about traditional top six or the
Traditional.
current
Let's
league
go.
table top six?
Let's
Okay,
go traditional. Yeah.
so if we're talking about traditional top six, then we got to take Spurs out, right? We got to put Villa and Newcastle there, no? No? Oh, we're talking about the
Okay,
10 years
okay.
ago,
Spurs
10 years ago
seven,
top
top
have
six.
seven.
not been invited to the European Super League. Yeah.
Yes, those who got invitation to the European
Yeah.
Super
So
League,
those who had got invitation only. Yes.
ESL only. Yeah, ESL only by
But,
invite.
okay, wait. Okay, guys, everybody in the comment section. Okay, we are talking
Yes,
about the
please.
top six. We're talking about likes of Arsenal, City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs. Okay,
Yeah.
outside this top six, please, I
Who has-
want to see your comments. Who is the best player? Because for me, I actually feel that it's actually Paulinia from Fulham.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah.
shout. Paulinia. All
So
right.
I want to know your comments. Let's not be biased. Let's just give it a shout and see.
This is a good one. Ivan Tony. Ever since that little charge he got on his forehead, this guy is turning to prime R9, bro. Prime
Yeah.
R9 every single way. I think that's a good shout, guys. Ivan Tony. Let's see, we got another one. For me, it's Mitoma. I think Zul, you would actually swing that way as well. Mitoma for you, the best outside the top
Yeah,
six.
he probably end up in City next season.
Alamak.
That's what they do. What they weaken, bro. That's what they do. They weaken the
Why did
opponent.
I even bother asking?
You ask,
No, but then
and you ask what do you expect?
there are
No,
reports
I
saying
asked
that
best
Man
player.
City is interested in him.
I'm not asking where they will go to after him. But Mitoma, Mitoma for Zul. Hey Joe, outside of traditional top six, who has been the most impressive for you?
The player, he's very consistent. Shit, I forgot his name. That Crystal Palace winger, is it?
Oh,
Eze,
Olise.
Olise.
Yeah, I put my eye on him, man. That fella has been putting in really consistent shifts, set piece, this and that. I think that fella, yeah. I mean, if you compare him with Mitoma, who has been scoring non-stop and all that, but this Olise has been producing assist after assist,
On fire, boy.
putting in a lot of good deadly balls. For me, it's him,
Yeah.
It's Olise. But such a
Olise.
young lad, who's playing top-notch quality football.
Okay, all right. Tips, have you answered yours? Have you given
I've
yours?
answered, but I've got one more name as well.
Okay,
and
let's
I think,
go.
And I think that this person is not really under the radar, and everybody
Mm.
knows him very well. Ever since he came back from injury, that his team has been doing pretty well.
Mhm.
Granted, the last game lah, James Madison.
Oh yes, good
He,
shout.
he came back from
Madison.
injury.
Agreed.
If sure,
I mean, minus the United game, right? Because they are shaking
no,
their thing,
even
United,
before
right?
the United game, before
No.
Spurs game as well, he was
Yeah.
missing it.
No, bro, he came back from injury. Since
Yeah.
his injury, he
I
came back from
understand.
injury, which was the 2 games ago against
Uh-huh.
Villa, and the game after that, he scored an assist.
Gibbs, if you were to compare him before
Uh-huh.
World Cup, before World Cup, that boy was
Before World Cup, also he's had assists and goals as well. Based on, I mean,
yeah.
you
After
see his
World Cup, I
FPL
don't
points.
think so. He really played that
He was
much.
injured after World Cup.
Yeah.
though.
He was.
He
He
was
was.
injured
He was.
after World Cup.
Oh,
Yeah, he was injured after World Cup. Yeah, so he
Okay.
came back only 2 games ago.
Okay.
Or 3
All right,
games
guys.
ago.
We need more answer from you guys. Please type in. We've got
see
Jeeves
the
saying
comments,
Ivan
Let me
Tony. We've got Red with Mitoma. He also added in McAllister. Can I go with something that's more biased? All right, recency bias they call it. Can I please go for an Aston Villa striker who is also a lifelong
Watkins.
gunner? Yeah,
Four goals, yeah.
Watkins.
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 The way
Nah,
he,
I mean-
the way he took that goal, that guy is now walking on fire.
But you see, this is where I may disagree. You're asking about the best player outside the top 6 for this season. I don't think it's Watkins.
Uh-huh.
Best player, maybe the past 4 or 5 games, yes, because
Okay,
since
okay.
Ings left for West Ham,
Uh-huh.
this boy is on fire, man.
True.
No Villa player has scored 4 goals in a row in
Mm.
past 12 years. He
Wow.
could make it 5 in a row, be the first Villa player to score 5 goals in a row,
Wow.
or for 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
So yes, he's currently on a hot streak at the moment, but I don't
Uh-huh.
think best player outside the top six. I mean, I don't want to
Okay.
overplay my players as well. Latest
Later Man City, yeah, Man
Newcastle will
City.
come calling,
That will be careful.
all these Habibis.
Tips.
Betul lah.
Speaking of on fire, all right. If you talk about Watkins being on fire, what about this guy, man? Guys, what about this bloody guy?
Oh,
Did you
the
hear
guy
that
that
groan?
scored offside goal.
Zul,
This guy.
you fired your first shot. You mentioned the guy who scored that offside goal. Are we here to disagree? I'm not.
Next player on. Amazing.
Which player is he? Which player?
Offside goal, what
Unstoppable.
offside?
But to be
Where
fair,
was this offside
I think
goal?
he's
Hey,
really
let
on
him
form
speak
this
lah.
season. To be fair, I think he's really on form this season. Like
On form.
unplayable at all. I've got
Yes.
to give it to him. Like, yeah.
Okay. Tips. Did you see Rashford in the last week Taipusam party? No. On fire. that guy?
No.
Is it part, is
He
it part
will
of the
come
contingent?
firewalking. That one is in October before the
October.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. All right, guys, don't cancel me. I got the dates mixed up. Okay.
That's right. Honest mistake.
Zami, from rival standpoint, looking at this guy, because why? Manchester United they have always been synonymous.
That's
They've
it,
always
Zul.
Ah, no, sorry, wait.
Sorry,
Pick up from the Ridwan comment.
Yeah,
That one
the
Ridwan comment.
Uh-huh.
The Mew comment.
Zul, you're done for. Zul, you're done for. Zul, he's gonna take a flight, 13-hour flight to Lancaster and come and hunt you down. He's gonna come after you.
Don't be afraid of him, okay? I'm always here for you, okay? So, all right. But, hey, for Manchester United, for the longest time, they have always been synonymous with this one killer. All right, we can go all the way back. You know, when we were growing up, we saw the likes of Teddy, Andrew, Dwight, and then they always had Rooney, RVP, Tevez. It's an endless list. And I thought for the longest time, since their last championship, I think they have lacked that serial killer, that gunman, that top gunman, their number 9. I think the last one, perhaps, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's eating. RVP was probably the last guy to have done it for you guys, right? RVP. And then there was that missing link. They couldn't find the next guy to do it. And come of the hour, come of the man. This guy right now, the Mancunian, Rashford, who understands the club inside out, he has stepped up, Menzami. Does he look like does he look to you like the next guy who's going to carry the baton for Manchester United?
This is an interesting point because I remember United fans were saying that he is not a out and out number 9. I think Joe also, yeah, I think I remember this conversation. I think Joe, we had this conversation like Rashford is not the guy where you will trust him to play that number 9. He's not Andy Cole, he's not a Dwight York, he's not a Teddy Sheringham, he's not a RVP, he's not a Ruud van Nistelrooy, even Rooney for that matter. He is most dangerous from the left flank, cutting in. So I think it's going to be very interesting in the dynamics on how Ten Hag is going to play the front attackers. It looks like the fact that United may start seeing this play of having the striker that number 9 falls number 9, but then the of the goals will be coming from the flanks. And I think Rashford is the guy to do it. And I think like Jadon Sancho, slowly picking up the form. So it's going to be interesting in the flanks. But I think number 9 natural. I think that United way is no longer applicable because Rashford, from where he's playing, he's not that natural number 9.
Much of
He is, he's really a modern forward. So
Yeah.
I think United fans who called for him to be sold, I think you guys need to.
Shame on you lah.
Shame.
It really, I think now is that momentum. I think in form and Mew, FPL. How come never recommend Rashford?
Don't want because he wants to be on top of everyone. What?
Betul lah.
and this is coming, guys, from an Arsenal fan, right? Offside or not, Rashford has been phenomenal. And not even Man U fans would have expected him to be this monster today. I expect him to move very soon to a big club like Bayern.
No.
Manchester City.
The last one though. I don't think he's not gonna taint his legacy by angling a move to City.
Okay.
That's not gonna.
You say that we have seen worse things happen in football. Hey, but Tips, right now, form of his life, he's enjoying his brand new role under Ten Hag. Surely we are looking at Rashford as the future for United, right? For at least the next 5 to 8 years.
I don't even think United. I think he should also be staking a claim to start games for England alongside Saka as well.
Okay. That's another conversation,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
They're not
England.
yeah, but yeah, I think that fella has been on fire. And also, right? Bruno Fernandes, another
Oh,
one.
yeah. That one.
Since World Cup, that fella is another different. We are seeing the Bruno that we saw like 1.5 seasons ago.
The
You know,
Liverpool
in
United
January,
kids.
and then the
Yeah.
entire season after that seems
It
like
was all
that Bruno. So with Sancho coming back, and Anthony also being baited in, and I think United's gonna look scary next season.
next season. Why not this season? Okay,
This season Carabao. This season Carabao.
Carabao entered. Carabao
Carabao
entered.
third. So they've consolidated third Carabao
Uh,
final. So next season nothing
nothing.
wrong.
So
What?
nothing to play for.
Please,
Really,
I don't want any thesis on Facebook. All please, just laying it out there.
Okay, guys, this is where it gets slightly more spicy and slightly more interesting right now. I want to ask this question: Manchester United, are they or are they not in the title race? Because why? We have seen the latest comment by Marcus Rashford, the boy himself, at this current moment. He said that yes, we are in a title race and we are close right now. Okay, and this is the difference right now with some United fans. Okay, and I want Joe later on to get on board with this one. It's my biggest bugbear, man. The latest, I don't know whether you guys have actually watched this video, but Joe obviously he got slightly riled up or triggered because there was this video by Give Me Sport who interviewed Arsenal fans, and they were being asked, they being quizzed. Who do you think is the biggest threat right now when it comes to the title? Is it Manchester United or Manchester City? Obviously, for obvious reasons, Arsenal fans all mention it's Manchester City. And then they say, I also saw the video. Some say, yes, United are in a good space right now. They got a good manager and they're on the up, but they're not ready this season. Obviously, many United fans, not Joe alone. I saw some comments. I saw some familiar names. Ha ha ha. Arsenal fans deluded. Ha ha ha. But when I asked some United fans, hey, are you guys in the title race? No, 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 we are not. We are not. We are not. But when we don't give them credit, they will turn around and say, why are we being degraded to this level? We are in a title race. And a poignant reminder for me. A United guy on my Instagram, after the win or after the victory against Leicester, he reposted the story of United 3, Leicester 0. And he said, ha ha ha. And people say that we are not in the title race. I'm really confused right now. Are you guys in or are you guys not?
I don't know. Okay, I mean, like, I think, right, that the team itself with Ten Hag and Rashford. I mean, the team itself. We're talking about not the fans, but the team.
Yeah.
I think they have this belief that they can go all out and win the title. It's there for the taking. 5 points away. You can
Yeah.
smell it, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I think the fans themselves, I think they don't want to have such an high expectation that we're gonna go with. Let's say, if the fans are gonna say, "Oh, the title is there for taking," we are going gunning for the title, and let's
Yep.
say they fall flat,
Mhm.
they're gonna be ridiculed all over again. So I
Yeah.
don't think they want that, and I think once bitten, twice shy. So they're trying to take
I-
it one game at a time.
Act of coward. Act of coward.
No, I don't think so.
So United right now, you are involved as well. If I need to remind you, you're involved in the title race as well. Looking at Manchester United, are you slightly looking over your shoulder, looking at them?
Yeah, of course. You can, because they are only like about 3 points away from NTT, so definitely they're still in the title race. But I'm hoping that Leicester can at least do us a favor next week. Yeah. No, next 2 weeks. I mean, next 2 weeks. I forgot that final. I forgot.
Zul is confused. See, this is what happens when you get knocked by a wood, huh? All right, Joe, come in because I know it has prickled you this issue of people don't rate us. Oh, but we don't want to be rated. Hey, where's your standing at right now? You gotta unmute yourself first, and then spit your fire. Oh, can't mute your guests because they choose to mute themselves. Okay.
I guess the devil has officially entered the race, guys.
Oh.
Took him that long, huh?
What's up, guys? The devil has officially entered the race. I
So you
think
guys
right
are
now,
in the title race.
yeah, I looking back at the past few games, how we played, the way we grind the games, like the first half in Leicester, absolute horrendous shit. The first 30 minutes, we went bonkers. I even put it in my Facebook post. I mean, none of my 11 players, I think probably the only guy who played really well was De Gea and Sabitzer. And the rest of them was rubbish, absolute rubbish. I don't know what the hell we were playing. And that's how my manager kind of twerks things around. goes in back to the halftime and then come out, and then the guy is stuck, guns blazing, playing in the second half, and then they really played really well and grind. 5 points, adrift of Arsenal, who has a game in hand. But I'll say that right now 5 points is like what Deep said. We can smell it. No, let me just read this. If a team is third from last, 3 points ahead, the second last team, are they in relegation dogfight?
They are in a bloody title race.
Yeah.
So and the thing is, it's his first season, you see, with us. And to think that he wants to go all out for all 4 competitions, and the way he rotates the team, that is something that because we know what happens, like Liverpool, they went all 4 competitions all out, and no rotation was done, not much, and then right now they're feeling the effects of it. But what Eric Ten Hag is doing is he at least rotates the players. He's giving a lot of the players chances to play, but he keeps the core. Players like Bruno, Rashford, Lisandro, Shaw, like the core still starts for the games, and then they get sucked in here and there, and then he rotates. So I would say it's a good momentum to keep it going. But we can talk about titles and all this. If you do not win the finals that you are in, then the whole season is going to be a failure.
So it all hinges this Sunday's game against Newcastle.
We have to start this Sunday. We have to taste that blood. We have to drink the blood. If once we tasted the blood and drink the blood, then I'll say there's no stopping the devil then.
Okay, but let's say in an event whereby just now Zul just did mention, I'm just going to help him repeat whatever he just made mention of. He said Magpies. Come on, Magpies. So if it's a case of come on, Magpies, then what's your assessment?
Then we have to regroup and then see, do we go all out for the Premier League?
Like Harry Maguire, regroup.
Or do we go with the
This guy is Harry Maguire.
I mean, they still have the Europa League and the FA Cup as well.
You still have to. You can't just lose it all out and just say that shit the whole season is gone. We still have another competition as well, But at the end of the season, we are all in all the cup finals, and then you lose all the finals, and then what happens?
He's like taking a shit at something from somewhere.
No shit in this guy. No.
You will go around everybody's house and stir the pot, and then he will run away to his own home. No, not me.
No, guys,
No,
come on. Don't twist my words in this, huh? We've got quite a number of
No, he simply said, what's the point of being in all the finals and all the cup and then lose? Like, we heard that narrative somewhere. Huh?
Yeah, we did. Okay. Hey guys, football fans are actually ultra reactionary. If United beat Liverpool, they are title favorites. If they lose, then you're the fan.
But what triggered me in that video, right? It's not about them telling that we're not the title race or whatsoever. No, it's saying that they're telling us to calm ourselves, don't be deluded and all this. What is there to calm ourselves? We are 5 points adrift of you.
Yeah, but that video was taken before before that little crumble we had, before you guys won 3-0. So at that point in time, right, we're talking about timestamp, we were still 8 points ahead. Right. So if you were to swap it around, if let's say United fans were the one being interviewed and Arsenal are the ones seated third, do you think United fans will be gracious and say, oh yes, I think Arsenal can actually steal the title from him? No, they probably say the same thing.
Maybe the ones in UK lah.
Yeah. So why are we getting our head in for this kind of banter? Hey Zul, how big when it comes to the banter culture?
Yeah. How is it there, man?
How big?
It's really, really, really big, man. Like if you go for games and all that, right? I tell you, it's like there's some like away fans on the same train as you. They'll be like bantering each other so much, Then sometimes I would feel like,
do they come to physical blows?
Nah. From my experience, I've never seen any. But like in the point I see them bantering, till like I was like, I was expecting them to like be in a fist fight or something like that, because really that bad. But
that bad,
they're fine, yeah.
In Singapore, we do it different, right? We write long thesis, very long.
We don't say thesis. The word thesis is banned. We write long point of view, long opinions, not thesis. Okay,
we are not.
We don't cyberbullying. Okay.
All right, guys, we're gonna spend only 2 minutes on this one. Quick one, all right? This guy, Spurs, they're back in
Bentaleb.
USCL spot.
Bentaleb. Bentaleb.
Bentaleb. Where's Bentaleb?
Spurs, finally, they have actually gotten the 3 points. And what better way than to do it against your nemesis, right? Another London rival of theirs. Zul, now that they are back into the Champions League fold, do you think it's them to lose it right now? Can they maintain that momentum? Again, like you, a bit of a seesaw, man. You don't know which Spurs will turn up on that
Yeah,
day.
I think they won't make it to the Champions League. From what I've seen them all season,
Uh-huh.
they do have the players. Like when you look at their squad, right? They have like really good quality players, But
Yep.
I don't know, somewhat they just can't do it on some games. And then like some games when you expect them to like don't perform, they perform. Like against but against Man City, actually, I kind of like, no, seriously though, because Man City have never won at
Yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur
What's
Stadium,
wrong?
not
Wait,
even
wait,
score a goal.
what's wrong with you and Spurs? Why?
I
Why
think
is
we're just cursed. We're just cursed at that
curse
Spurs
lah?
Stadium. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tips. You heard it from Zul. Zul mentioned that no confidence that they can actually retain that spot. Do you again agree with his? Do you concur with his point?
Nah, I don't think Spurs will maintain top four lah. Like I said, very inconsistent lah. They're very inconsistent, right? They win one, they lose one. So I still stick by Newcastle getting the fourth spot.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
With that, we shall move on to the next one. Guys, I want to do this first. I think because we are going to end the night with Chelsea.
Oh,
Relegation plot thickens. I
This is
love this.
interesting, man. This
Jay,
is very
what a
interesting.
work, man. Jay, really good work for today. Look at all those players who are involved in this. I'll take Declan Rice. Okay, I'll take a bit of Iwobi. Maybe James Ward-Prowse. Solanke, maybe not. But now the relegation plot thickens because why? Over the weekend, Leeds actually lost 1-0 to Everton. That, you know the cliche saying, Tips, 6-pointer game.
Yep,
That
it
is
is.
your 6-pointer. They lost it,
Been
right?
there before.
Not a good look.
Been there before,
Not
man.
a good- for Leeds
Not a good way.
United.
Not a good place to be. Not a good place, man. Not a good place.
West Ham also surprisingly.
Yeah.
As soon as they lost that game, Twitter was trending with Moist out as well. That does not make good reading for West Ham. And then another one, Southampton. Surprisingly, woo, they actually stood firm.
Yep.
Guess what? That has got to be the longest game ever, man. It was 112 minutes.
Yeah,
Gameplay.
112. Oh,
Yeah.
long.
And you look at the game, they were being battered pillar to post, but the goal just
Yeah.
won't come in. They won't go in
Chelsea,
for them.
everyone in their half.
Yeah. And right now, something that I
One
just
hell of a
realized,
game.
guys, when it comes to all the relegation dogfight, right? West Ham United are the only team who has not changed their manager yet.
Yep.
The rest of them have all made that
Mm.
swooping change.
Yep.
They are the only one who have remained steadfast with their managerial choice. Joe, I want you to take this on. Looking at how things will actually play out. First and foremost, who do you think from this current lot who are now seated bottom three will get out of it? Maybe we want to take a look at the table quickly. Bottom three. Who's right now seated
Okay.
bottom three?
West Ham, Leeds, Southampton.
Leeds and West Ham, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I think Southampton, they will still survive. Leeds is going down. Sad to say, I think West Ham will go down. And I'm going to put my money on Wolves though.
Wolves.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hussein's gonna come and
Oh.
beside you, man.
Because I think
Insane.
Everton will fly up.
No free
Bournemouth,
bus ride. No
Bournemouth
free
will be
bus ride
able
for him.
to will survive themselves. Yeah, I'm going with Leeds, West Ham, and Wolves.
Okay, wow. That's unpopular
Oh.
though from Wolves. I thought now
Yeah.
under Lopetegui, I see there is a bit of a change in direction, and that is
I mean,
going up.
They lost to Bournemouth the last game.
But
Oh,
they
they
still lost to
did.
Wolves.
Yeah,
They
they
lost
did.
to
Yeah,
the weekend,
yeah.
They
Yeah,
lost.
Bournemouth got a one. That's a vital 3 points for Bournemouth.
Yeah,
man.
true.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yep. Tips. Yes.
And Wolves the next few games
Tough.
quite tough for them.
Okay.
Let me just bring up the table, right?
Tips.
So-
Tips. Okay. Tips. I want to save the last one.
Yep.
You will be the last because you have the most experience when it comes to relegation.
You guys, just look at this. The next 5
Uh-huh.
games. Fulham, Liverpool, Tottenham, Newcastle, Leeds.
For Wolves.
Wolves. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a potential 0 out of 15, man.
Joe, I'm gonna post this to those who are watching us right now, guys. Another 5 more minutes and we call it a day. Relegation dogfight. Who do you have going down right now? Just name one of them. Somebody who you are certain to go down because looking at the league table right now, as tight as it is right at the top, it's really tight at the bottom as well. What right now? Only 3 or 4 points
Five,
separate.
five. If you're looking at the from the 14 or even
14
13,
Leicester.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
if you look at the table, right? Okay, even if you look like Crystal Palace, the 12 to 20, right? It's only separated by what 1-2 points.
yeah, true.
Bro, you
Yeah.
So
don't you don't go so far. I mean, for me as a Villa fan, I've been looking over my shoulder. If you lose the next game,
yeah,
as well.
true. Okay, correct. Yeah,
If you
because
lose the next game,
even
you
if
also
you
have
look
to,
for
yeah,
Villa is 28 points, it's like
Yeah.
you look from 28 to 18, it's only 10 points.
8 points,
Te-
28 to
10
18,
Zam,
8
points.
points.
Zam,
Uh,
let's just put it until Chelsea then, Zam. Put it at Chelsea, 10 points.
oh, 10 points.
Hey,
Right.
Joe,
Chelsea, yeah.
you wanna give a shout out to Jason? Neverton will go down.
Oh my God, Jason. He's a Liverpool fan, so he would
Of
definitely
course,
want Everton to go
obviously,
down.
only Liverpool will call them Everton. Everton
Yeah,
going down, not surprising again from another Liverpool fan.
that's our cousin. That's mine and Deep's cousin.
Southampton and Everton for him. Zam for you right now. Bottom
Leeds,
three.
Leeds will definitely go down lah, because you see last 5 games, 2 draws, 3 losses. Leeds will go down.
Can get
Uh, Bournemouth may go down, but unless because you see the next game Bournemouth will be against City away, at home.
Typical
So
City.
I mean
City at
if
home, lah, bro.
Bournemouth
City at home.
City at home
Oh no, no,
Eh,
sorry,
no, no.
Bournemouth at
Bournemouth
home.
City
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. So it's gonna be difficult for them, but let's see which Bournemouth comes out lah. If they somehow or other do a Forest, right, I think they build that momentum. I think they can escape, but Leeds definitely will go down.
Leeds definitely for you, right?
Bye.
Zami, okay, Zul, yourself. Again, same question, man. Right now, West Ham, Leeds, Southampton, Bournemouth, Everton, even they are all there. They're about.
How do you Zul? You say Leicester City.
No,
Why
lah,
not?
cannot be lah. Zul, who do you have right now as favorites to go down?
I think it will be Southampton, Leeds, and Bournemouth. But like just looking at their squad, I think those three don't have that quality in their squad to stay in the Premier League. The rest, I think West Ham can survive. West Ham can survive.
Can
If they
survive?
change their manager though, I think if they need to take Moyes.
That's why. Because why, Zul? Why I ask? Why do I feel like it's a peculiar case when it comes to West Ham, right? They are still deep in the European competition, which will guarantee them Europa if they were to win it, and they have a clear run. I think the best
Yeah.
the best team right now, apart from West Ham, is probably Fiorentina or Lazio. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is probably the best team that they can come up against. And you look at Premier League standard, by that logic, that line of logic, they should win that cup easily. Right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why, Zu, would you want to rock the boat that hard? Because you have this unique opportunity of winning a silverware, European silverware, mind you.
Honestly, if I am a West Ham fan, right, I think I would rather lose that cup and
Yeah.
survive in the Premier League
Survive.
rather than
Agree.
to win the cup and go down. Like, nah, I'm not
Okay,
gonna take
okay.
that.
Okay, so you actually lay down a caveat there. If West Ham don't change the manager, then there's every chance they will go down as
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they
Fair,
have
fair.
all the good quality players. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Paqueta, Rice, Skamaka,
Yeah.
who is now back. How are they there,
Solid
man?
players.
Yeah, Benrahma and
Yeah. I don't want them to go down because I really like West Ham. But if they do, shopping time.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to go down.
Fire sale. Fire sale.
Joe, yourself, come on, love. What do you
You
have?
said already what?
He said,
I said
oh
it
yeah,
yesterday.
he said woof,
Yeah.
woof. Okay.
Okay.
I think at this current moment, those two stuck right at the bottom. Leeds United and Southampton. Again, Southampton have not found a replacement yet. Jesse March talks actually broke down. I think they dodged a bullet there, so advantage Southampton. But I think Bournemouth might get sucked into this. Bournemouth, Leeds United, and Southampton. I think Everton is going to survive. Unfortunately, Liverpool fans, because of the Sean Dyche factor. Tips, you are going to wrap this up for us.
Yep. I think I'm on the same boat as you as well. I think realistically speaking, Southampton, Leeds, and Bournemouth will go down.
Bournemouth, mhm.
But
Any
there is,
surprise?
I think West Ham will probably be sucked into it. It may be like on the last day of relegation, and the West Ham may survive by the skin of their teeth. I think that's what's going to happen. But I think it'll be Southampton, Leeds, Bournemouth going down.
All right, that's sad, man. That's sad, especially for West Ham, right? Huge stadium, no tips.
But it's
60,000
fine, bro.
seater.
It's fine, shopping, bro. Imagine someone like Jared Bowen in my team. Oh,
Hey,
man.
I want that boy. Stay.
Declan Rice.
Very sold for like 15 million.
No one's talking about Declan Rice. Ah.
No, Declan Rice is Chelsea will bid 250
No,
million for
Declan
him.
Rice, I think you guys will buy lah. City will buy.
Relax.
City will buy a kid like Calvin Phillips.
Relax. Manchester City is not located in London. He wants to stay in London. Okay, relax.
Yeah.
All right. In your next podcast, please explain to me why isn't Bruno Fernandes goal not offside against Man City? Jason, do we really have to pull it all the way back though? That was the
Joe,
day.
I'll let you
That was the
handle.
day Joe got married, you know. So let it rest.
Oh yeah, on the day I got married. Huh?
You see, Pearly, somebody is not remembering her anniversary. Saints series looks more likely. Their inability to win is their issue. The other spot is too tight. And then Fiorentina. Oh yeah, this is the one that's left now, guys. Fiorentina, Lazio, and Villarreal. And last but not least, Wolves still have Pablo, Sarabia, and Cunha. Even though Raul Jimenez has been totally off form, but they will be safe. All right. One guy, I'm not too sure if he's safe or not. It's this guy, guys.
Hey, this
Graham
boy is not there.
Potter. Hey, not safe lah. This guy really not safe. Some teams, despite all the wealth, despite all the money in the world, they cannot just buy a W. A W can come easy for a club like Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, Aston Villa. I'm gonna put you in that frame as well.
Game losing streak, like, bro.
Just because I'm feeling good about myself. Hey, okay, everybody's gonna have a say on Chelsea right now, especially this guy, poor guy, Tips Aizam. We spoke about him, right? We were all worried for him. In fact, if he was part of the stream, he would have taken up the Chelsea job because we were all dead set against it. But I understood why he did what he did, because you know what, to get that jump, that's probably one opportunity that you might not get again. You might not. I don't know. But Graham Potter right now, I'll start off with you, Zami. Do you think that he can still last the distance? And how can he fix this right now? They cannot win. They simply cannot win.
Dead man walking lah. To be honest with you, I think Chelsea will make him last one season, and then maybe cut him off. You know what? Sorry, you last one season. Unfortunately, I think with all the fact that I think I saw something online that the Chelsea players came to the field, I think, before the game looking very demotivated. So I think there were rumors saying that, I think Graham Potter has lost the dressing room, but this is just media talk and Twitter talk lah. So but I think Chelsea, for all the fact that they keep reiterating that, we are backing the manager, I think it's only a matter of time that it's either, you know what, we give you one full season, okay, off you go. But to sack him now, I think it's gonna be quite tricky because, like I said lah, sacking a manager in the middle of a season after the transfer window is closed is gonna be very challenging for the next manager.
Yep.
You have to work with the players that you have to motivate them. Is really gonna be a challenge. And then if Chelsea owners, Chelsea has always been notorious about you're not doing the job, off you go. Unless you are going for the money lah. I mean, 10 million, 3-year contract. Sack me after 8 games, I'm more than happy to get, compensation. Why not?
Yeah.
But when it comes to your track record as a manager, I think it's gonna be very bad lah.
Okay. Zul, on Chelsea right now, one thing that I cannot understand, right, Zul, you look at all the players that they have actually assembled. They have enough quality. Come on, man. Southampton at home. Surely you have to dig out that 3 points. So Zam mentioned a really good point. The players look demotivated. It's like as though they are not in sync. They're not all singing from the same hymn sheet. Do you feel that there's a big disconnect between the players, or is this the negative impact of buying too many players at one time?
It's definitely the latter. I think buying too many players is never a good thing for a team. Because one thing they are not playing well as well is because you need at least some games. For example, if you buy them at the start of the season, you have like pre-season games to get them gel and everything. Yep. And then it's never a good thing to buy like in the middle, like during the January transfer window, because they have no games to like train, to play together and to gel and all that. So, and the thing, I think Potter will get the sack soon. It all also depends whether they can overturn the tie against Milan.
You are right. You're right, Zul.
Lose to Milan, I think that's it.
That's it for him.
With the pressure from the fans as well, I think he will be gone.
No, he's
Yeah.
spot on. Zul is spot on. I have a Chelsea friend of mine, and he mentioned the
Mhm.
exact same thing. I asked him, "Hey, when is the time that you finally pull the trigger?" He said, "If he can't overturn the deficit against Dortmund, I think that should be the time. And I don't think we can
Oh,
hold on much
Dortmund. Yeah,
longer."
sorry, not Milan. Milan is
Milan
Spurs.
is
Milan is Spurs.
Milan is your boogie team. Is your boogie team Spurs.
Yes.
But let's don't mention them.
Yeah.
All right, the lesser we speak about them, the better it is for you. All right.
Yeah.
So Zul mentioned that this one is against Dortmund is do or die. If not, we can say sayonara to Graham Potter. Tips doing this, wise
I
man.
think just like what I said last week, the Chelsea job for Potter was a bit too big of a jump for
Yeah.
him from Brighton, right?
Yep.
Um, just like how we saw Moyes from Everton to United,
Uh-huh.
and so on and so forth. But with that being said, I think they're on a double-edged sword. Lah. I mean, like you buy so many players in January, you spend so much of money, and I still stick by what I said. I don't think it is Potter who wanted all these players. It was just Mr. Bowley playing football manager, buying all these players, trying to,
FIFA.
I'll get these players, you try to make it work. And that's not how football is. This Yankee doesn't know how football works, man.
Yeah,
He
boy.
probably thinks it's soccer, right? And that's what he thinks. And also, sacking Potter isn't going to help him either. I think the best for Potter's own sanity, I
Uh-huh.
think he should wait to get sacked so that he can get the payout,
Mm.
Uh-huh.
regroup, and come back again. Because
Uh-huh.
the more he stays in the Chelsea job, the more it's going to ruin his reputation, and
Mm.
he's just not going to make it after that, and it's very sad to say. So and
Do you see light at the end of the tunnel if you're a Chelsea fan right now?
no, it's
Wow.
very hard unless they manage to convince the likes of Zidane to come in, or Pochettino. Like, who would want to come and work or for the owner
Uh-huh.
and sporting director who is having the say on who to bring in and who not to bring in?
True. Okay.
Mm.
I mean, sporting director still okay, but the owner, I mean, come on, this is not football manager.
Yeah, boy.
And sooner or later, if FFP does come and catch up with them,
Eh?
then they are ultimately screwed as well, right?
Will they
So
will they will they call up Khaldun and Sheikh Mansour to ask for tips on how to evade?
probably probably Khaldun will I think they probably pay Khaldun to get his lawyers to come and fight for them.
Lord Panic.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
think the Chelsea job is a poison.
Not panic.
It's a poison one at this point of time, lah. And
So you,
and,
you
and
so you
Potter,
do think that he will get the cut before the
I
season
think
ends?
I think it's better for Potter to get the cut
Oh, better
for his
okay.
own sanity, for his own
I
good,
agree. I
to
agree.
make sure
I
his
agree.
career is then not cut
Yep.
short because of that.
Okay. All right, Joe. You got a final say left for tonight. Right now, this little agony. All right, if you're a Chelsea fan, of
Look,
course, not
this
ours.
this
Potter.
Chelsea job, right, has been a curse for the past 15 years.
Yeah, boy.
Right, it
Yeah.
started off very long where it's based on money buying success. We have talked about
Uh-huh.
City, throwing money for success and all. Chelsea is the definition of you throw money and I want to get instant success, and that
Uh-huh.
is what is being done right now. And
Uh-huh.
and Potter is like the scapegoat, whereby our beloved Yankee is saying, "I'm going to get the players, you do the job done." But I beg to differ a bit. I still feel this guy, Potter can change it around. He needs a little bit of time because right now he has got all these quality players in his mind, and these new players, and he already has his existing players as well. He
Yep.
needs to find the system right now to make these players work. Because right now he needs to fix firstly is the dressing room. A lot of players won't be able to play. So communication wise, the harmony of the team, the chemistry, he needs to fix that first. After you fix that, then you go to your gameplay. You pick a system, you put your players in. You have these three players, man. You have these three monsters. And I'm not in the summer, Nkuku is coming in as well, right?
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, in the summer, Nkuku is coming in as well.
Nkuku and Lukaku, who are both back.
Left cuckoo head in it.
Yeah, and like what An said the previous show, the moment if Potter is able to get that magic, that system right, Chelsea is good for the next 5 to 7 years.
But
They are
that's the
going to
thing,
go on
bro.
a steam
Do you think Potter is the right man? Because you see, you brought up about the dressing room and trying to sort players out. They've got God knows how many players, 25, 30 players who
Yeah.
are, or maybe even 35 vying for the 25-man spot. And of that, only 11 can play, right?
Mm.
With 5 or 6, 7 subs. So the likes of like Raheem Sterling, he would want to play. He would want to be starting every game. Or
Yeah.
even the defenders
Definitely.
like Chalobah, Mason Mount,
Yeah.
Mason Mount contract.
Yeah.
Talks have stalled.
And
Or
tips,
not.
it's also a question of respect. Do they really respect Graham
That's the
Potter right
thing.
now?
Will
Yes.
Potter
No, but I
have that
think what
aura?
he needs
Does
to do
Kelly
is
command?
the moment he has fixed the harmony and the chemistry of the team, he needs to go and tick it off who he wants to sell off from the club. Because I
But
think there
can
are
he
some
do that? That
players
is the
where
question.
yeah, he needs to do that. He needs to start thinking, which player he don't want. Start
Yeah.
ticking them boxes, leave them out of the flow, keep the players that you want, play them with the next. I'll still give him time till the end of the season. Give him a one good summer, to really bond with these players and go at it again. We know what he did with Brighton. He
This
needed this
honestly,
step
see,
up.
you see, for me, right, this
I
comment from Joe only seems one thing, right? Back him till the end of the season, give him the summer and see what he can do, is to just ultimately push that entire Chelsea revival, right? He's just like, yeah, let's give it to him. Let's give it to
Yeah.
him so that Chelsea doesn't
yeah.
come up.
Let's
The
not.
house is
How we
burning.
But the
Add more oil.
thing is,
Add more
Yeah.
oil. The house is
add
burning
more
anyway.
oil. Yeah. Let this be done. If they have going to have a quick fix and all, then it's just too much. Then clubs like us, no, we still got to play Chelsea, man. Come on, let them
Oh
be
yes.
in this.
No
How
manager
is it
bounce.
role that they
No
are.
manager bounce.
You cannot ask Joe for
He's
his
always
opinion.
double-handed. He's always double-handed
No,
with him.
because you know
Always
what,
season and
guys,
agenda.
the manager bounce is real.
It's real. It's
Yeah,
real.
And
Yeah.
I've experienced that.
Yeah.
The manager bounce is real.
3-1, bro. 3-1. 3
Yeah. The 2-2 with Leeds and 3-1 with
Crazy.
Villa.
No, Liz is
Twice I
Liz
kena
is
manager
Liz.
bounce.
Liz is no manager bounce. That's
Yeah,
the
no
bounce.
Jesse
No
there.
manager.
Yeah. So let Potter be in charge. But jokes aside, if he's the man to take Chelsea to the next level or what? No, clearly not. Hands
Clearly
down, he's not.
Okay.
But
Right.
who is there available? They can't bring
Exactly.
Tuchel back. Zidane, nah, I don't think so. He will go.
I mean,
Pochettino, that's worse.
Pochettino right now. Yeah.
That's for Spurs.
Pochettino would be
But
worse.
that's my next question. Who do you
I've got
think?
one name. Perhaps
Uh-huh.
Steven Gerrard.
Hey, apa dah? Zul.
Mourinho,
eh, Red-
Mourinho might come back.
Hey, they actually floated the name Mourinho once again.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
put
say-
Mourinho's name again.
They say that this owner might be willing to once again rekindle
Yes.
the love.
Bring him back again. Yeah.
Because
But will the fans accept not? Because you see, the thing is that
Yeah,
when Mourinho went to United, right? I think, and even
yeah.
Spurs, right?
Yeah.
That
He
that
burned the bridge there.
he burned the bridge already. So I think if he's gonna come back, if he comes back, I think it's gonna be a huge. You know what? I'm sorry. I will do what is right.
No, but more than burning the bridge, also Mourinho.
no
yes.
pun intended, burning
Like
the bridge.
Mourinho.
Ooh,
Yeah, no, but
really?
for Mourinho, right? Do you think he can still cut it out? His gameplay, his tactics. Does
I
it
sti-
still,
no,
is
no.
it still gonna work?
I'm very soft when it comes to Mourinho. I still think this guy has one more Premier League title left in his belly. One more.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very soft when it comes to Mourinho. I love Mourinho, man.
He got
so
the chance with Spurs. He got the chance with United. What? One EPL title. If you're talking with Chelsea, maybe can But if you're
Yeah.
talking about if you're talking based on the fact that he was with Spurs, he was with
Okay lah, guys.
United,
Settle lah.
one title.
Mourinho to City, Pep to Chelsea. Who says no?
But really, if Mourinho goes back to Chelsea, right? I think there's chance.
Yeah.
But shook. Can you imagine now suddenly all those teams who are
Yeah.
supposed to be fighting at the top, you got Mourinho back, you got Klopp, you got if Conte is still around. All right, I'm very sure Conte's job will be taken up by Pochettino. Man, Pochettino is not a shabby shout. No,
Yep,
you got
yep.
Pochettino, you got Pep. If Pep is still around, because if they are found guilty, Pep say he will
He's
walk
gonna
out.
he's not gonna manage against Wrexham.
Yeah.
Right? So we've got several permutations coming into next season if Mourinho comes back to the Premier League, man. But hey, guys, really, really good chat, man. Zul, first and foremost, big up to you. I know you must be in a mad rush to actually make it for this show. Thank you so much, bro. Really love your
You're
effort to make
welcome.
it. Really love your presence. And
Nice.
I really
seeing
hope this
you,
is not
Zul.
the last time. I really hope this is not last time that you are with us.
Yeah,
And-
definitely.
And right after this, if you got random requests on Facebook, do not accept them, right? Especially
from Muhammad Ridwan.
Muhammad Ridwan.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
Start
he really
replying
requested
his
me, though.
messages, man.
Ah,
Zul.
he really see? He already requested.
That's it. Zul,
Why? Zul,
Going down, Zul.
don't. Just leave it there. Just leave it as it is.
Zul, do not.
But
commit the
Zul,
same
next
mistake
time
that
if
we
you
have.
see a message from Anwari, please reply, man. He was heartbroken.
Hey, I was, man. This guy didn't want to actually reply to my message until 5 minutes
No,
before
because-
the show.
No, because I off my notification because the thing is I watched
After-
the game, right?
After the Nottingham
want-
Forest game, you turned off the notification. How convenient.
Because my dad kept on like disturbing me lah.
Are you
I just off.
See, and you see, he come, Mio come already. See,
Don't. Hey, Bazul, man, all banters, all love from National Studio, man. Thank you so much for always being with us. We will always call you back for this one, all right? Because we need a lot of Man City fans to come on board. I think Napshot Studio, we are very lucky. We always have Man City fans together with us. And if you can name one more podcast right now that's available out in the YouTube space who has Aston Villa, Man City, Newcastle, everybody, we don't care who you are, where you come
We have
from. We
Wolves,
got
we have Everton as well.
yeah, we got
Mm.
different fans representing different clubs. It's not your traditional top six, and they are all in one space. So I hope you guys support this cause. Continue to watch us next Monday therapy session. I hope it's not me needing the therapy. I hope it's going to be Zul. I hope it's going to be Joe. I hope it's going to be Zam. That's it. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Next week, Monday
Oh
therapy.
my god,
Joe will be
this week's
leading
about
it, bro.
double header for me. Imagine
Carabao
lose
Cup.
to Barca, lose to
Habis.
Carling, and Monday not going to come.
No, Joe, you lose midweek, okay. You just don't lose the game on Saturday or Sunday. That's it.
Yeah, boy.
See, either Joe or Sunil is not going to come for next Monday show. Let's
I
see.
confirm. Tired.
Tired.
All right, but yeah, you just ask. All right, of course, Anteta Napsha Studio, Joe Hug, Tiban, Zami, and also Zul. Come on, say it till I die. Logging out next Monday, 10 p.m., same time, same place. All right,
Bye,
take care.
guys.
Enjoy your football. Bye bye.
Bye bye.